You're on the Virtual Entertainment Programming Network. TVEPN.com. Coming to you live from TVEPN Studios, The Slam Show. And now, your host, Slam.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of The Slam Show for February 3rd, 2014. I am the leader of this thing we call The Slam Show, broadcasting live every Monday night. And before I get to anything, I like to have my co-hosting staff introduce themselves.
I'm the lovely Lady Sage, and by the way, nice jersey.
Thank you. Yes, the real team, ladies and gentlemen. The real fucking
Like, is
team.
that football over? But okay.
No, it's never over.
How you doing? I'm Mac Miles.
Cindy here.
DJ Stallion.
And our special guests in the house, they are the Bay Area legends that I grew up spinning all the tracks to back in high school and into college. Let's have a big round of applause for rap superstar Bay Area. Here we go, Mac Ma and Ray Love.
What's up?
What's going on?
You know what? I feel like just kicking back because you guys are just rolling on into a conversation that was just like, hey, just keep talking because everything is so detailed, guys. You guys.
I mean, we've been like, man, we've been brothers, man. Like, you know what I mean? Not only, man, like, we started as friends, man, grew to brothers, been in the business together, you know what I mean? And just had
For
ups
a long
and downs.
time.
You know what I mean? Like, the cold part, we was just saying this yesterday. I think, like, me and him, we stay friends.
Yeah.
'Cause we knew if we didn't have each other, we probably wouldn't have no friends. So it's just like, you know what, man? We'll stick it out.
We gonna rock with it.
No doubt.
and that's the thing. A lot of people are hitting me up like, who? Ray Love? Mac Mall, you guys actually have them coming on your show? I go, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
both
like,
together, you know what I mean? It's a
100%.
trip, you know, but I got my brother out here working with me on my new record, you know what I mean? So we just been doing a lot of music and, just having a lot of fun, you know?
All right, man. We're excited to go into all that later on in the show with the interview. We're gonna tackle both of you guys individually, what you guys are coming together with, and all the stuff that's in the past, in the future. I'm excited. Stallion,
no doubt.
I mean, you and I, we've been involved with radio for decades, and having these gentlemen, we had the freaking promo records sent to us from the labels. Sometimes we had to buy it because the labels were kind of cheap at that time.
Or you get them out the trunk.
Independent, man. You independent.
You gotta get that grind money.
Yeah.
Right.
But till this day, still playing your tracks over at the clubs, and
Respect.
everyone's just loving
Much
it.
respect.
And
Respect.
Get your money on. I just played that the other night.
Dope.
I honestly, it was like a freaking premonition. I didn't know that you were gonna be on, and I played it. And right when I played, everyone's starting going nuts. I'm like, damn, this song still works.
Yeah, right. Blessing, man.
Right,
It's a blessing.
man.
It's not even remixed or anything. This
Shout
is-
out to Kyrie.
Much love to
Shout out
Kyrie.
And we're going to get into Kyrie because he is a producer that I looked up to
No
because
doubt.
of the way he produced and how he put together the beats and how that was like resonating to a lot of people's psyche and how that simplistic style really transcended to a lot of producers that are making beats today.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely. I mean,
Definitely.
for one thing, we weren't sampling. You know what I mean?
I love
It
it.
was real music. It was
Original.
live. It was.
Yeah.
It breathed.
That's right.
Kyrie is a real producer and not a beat maker.
Perfect.
It's a difference.
Yeah, that is the real deal. Being straight up. All right, as we always do, we talk about last week's guest. We have a little brief recap. Last week we have pro MMA fighter Matt Benzold and Lana from Lana Egg Whites. This was an inspiring story, gentlemen. Matt, he actually is fighting pro MMA with one leg. And he has a winning record. And people right now don't want to even fight.
You only need one leg to kick somebody out.
Man, but wait, why you hit somebody ass, man? You need a leg to stand on, right?
Man, nah, you can grab them.
Not if you're doing it right.
That's right.
Doing it right.
See, Maul got it right because he has a tremendous ground game. Obviously, he can't stay on one leg.
Right, of course.
So
Of course.
once he gets you on the ground, boy, it's like a boa constrictor.
Man.
Done deal.
Oh yeah, he over. It's over. It's over.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
Some
dope.
of my
I might
partners in
look him up.
wheelchairs, man, they hit the hardest.
Yes.
Please believe
Feel
it.
me? They
Yeah.
hit the hardest. You don't want to get by him. Don't get too close, because if you touch you through.
You know what it is? Is once you're missing one of the senses or your body parts, it all harnesses even more on everything else.
Everything
Yeah,
else
yeah,
has to
straight
get
up.
sharper.
Right.
And they have
Exactly.
to work harder, so they're stronger. And yeah,
That's dope, man.
One thing I have to say about him, he has a heart of gold, but he's a total beast, a family man. But boy, this guy is so scrappy. He'll kick your ass just by just staring at him different. It's like what?
Yeah.
So heart of gold, but a beast.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly.
you got to be a beast to get in that octagon or whatever. You feel me?
That's right.
Ain't
two
no punks
men
going up in
in,
there.
one man out.
No
That's
punks.
it. Yeah.
For real. Yeah. All them dudes is dope.
So let's go down the list. Sage, you loved the interview with Matt and obviously Lana. Anything you took away from that?
No, actually, when I posted the picture afterwards, everyone hella liked the ones that Matt and I were like posing, like ready to get it on and fight. So yeah, I like that. He's a beast.
Exactly. Miles?
Well, to take nothing away from him, but Lana was my favorite interviewer. Yeah. No, she was cool. I liked
'Cause Lana
Lana.
had
yeah.
a dream about you.
Yeah, well,
remember?
I wasn't going to point that part out, bring it up again this week. But, hey, it is what it is, all right? No, they were both fun.
I think they work really good as a team. When you're somebody like Matt and you're trying to, work your way up, get found, get discovered, you need, not just in the octagon, people in your corner. You need people in your corner to market you, to sell you, to promote you. And I think that they had good chemistry and that they could go far together.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was definitely an inspiring show to meet Matt, because Lana's always told me about him. You gotta meet my boy Matt. He's got one leg and kicks ass.
Say what?
And Lana, I go way back with her by Zon Italians. Used to go all the Rocky movies, stuff like that.
Yep, they call him Anthony.
Yeah. That's my homie.
That's right.
That's cool.
Well, speaking of Lana, she's actually besides the egg whites, this upcoming weekend there's an NPC thing going on in San Jose. So contact her if you want tickets, and I will give you the number at the end of the show.
Perfect. Yeah. So overall, it was a great show as always, and we wish the best for Matt and Lana on their future endeavors. How was your guys' weekend?
It's cool. You know what
I mean, mine
Was it a
fun.
blur?
kind of.
Hey, well, we got that.
Actually, yeah. It was a couple headers.
You work hard during the week, you know what I mean, and man, let loose. You feel me? It was a lot of drinks. I mean, I think what was it? The long tie,
Oh yeah, we had
Mai
Mai
Tai,
Tais and Long Island iced tea.
mixed. Yeah,
Yeah.
mixed.
As long as you didn't end up in jail.
That's
you
my
got-
kryptonite right there.
No.
Nah.
Then
Wait, what
what?
did you call it? A long time?
Long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it
guys.
was real good.
That sounds like
Man.
death.
Oh,
Yeah.
It has everything in
It
it.
sounds like me love you long time.
It's like, man, you know
what's
man,
up?
I'm from Vallejo, you know what I mean? Me and him, we both lived in the city together, you know what I mean? I live out here
Like
now.
10 years, huh?
And yeah, and it's like,
Now, did he live with you when you were in Vegas?
no.
No.
Okay.
I was in the
He
city.
Bay.
I was in the
He
city first.
Yeah, he actually was in the city
Yeah.
first. You
That's
know
right.
what I mean? And then we ended up moving into the same building. We stayed in the Avalon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
The
was
Riot
like,
House.
that was crazy.
We
man.
basically threw a party for about 3 years.
Yes.
Straight.
Yes.
Straight.
We took over like the building, you know what I mean? All these millionaires up in here, you feel me? And we up in there, and like the concierge, I had that on lock. I used to give her like, every Christmas bottles and stuff, and she used to let me like get the hot tub. You feel me? Like late night.
Well,
though.
it wasn't just a hot tub. It was the whole middle section. So you got a kitchen, you got a
Pool
party
table,
room, club
all
kind of
that,
room.
man.
You got all of that. So we would take it over 2 in the morning, and then after party at
Everybody
my
else.
house
And that's
at
a-
6 a.m.
I used to manage apartments. There's no way in hell that's supposed to be open at that time.
Yeah. We got Ray Love and Matt Hall now.
Honest with you, man, we treated the people in our building
Great. Everybody
got
loved
free
it.
CDs.
Everybody
got,
loved it.
got free stuff.
Everybody love us. You know,
I
I was doing the same shit before. Free
parties.
CDs.
They was invited to the parties.
And
But the
everybody's
only-
invited
yeah.
to the party.
The only thing that messed up that whole thing, you feel me, is somebody like committed suicide, jumped off the building.
Yeah, that was kind of
That was saying the party was kind of over there.
That's cool.
Party foul.
And the messed up party thing, the police come straight to my tilt. You feel me? They like,
Shocker.
guns and stuff, and I'm looking out the people like, man, yeah, what you want? So they like, man, somebody jumped out the window. I'm like, man, you think they jumped out of here? Man, come in, look. So the first thing that I saw when I looked out the window was this dude like bent up, man.
All
Just-
bad.
It was totally messed up. But the thing that was even more messed up is the way that they cleaned him up so quick, man.
Yeah.
It was done so quietly, and they just, man, life went
Well,
on.
it was the financial district, so they never put any of that on the news.
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
it was
That's what I'm
summer.
saying.
Yeah, it was janky, but yeah, that was a good spot, man. I like
Man, you know what? My parties used to start at 5 a.m.
Yes. We'd be
Man,
calling
sounds
each other like Cuddy. I know. Like, you know what I mean? It's like 4 in the morning. I'd be like, Cuddy, I know you got some bottles up there. I know you got some wine. You got something up there, man.
All that.
Come on, man. He'd be calling me like, man. I'd be like, all right, come on, man. I got you know what I mean? I just went shopping. Come on, man.
Thing, if the girls come over, it's officially a party.
A
because
party.
It's gonna be hard to keep the
A
dudes
party.
away.
5 a.m.
A party.
Yeah,
For real. I used to
yeah.
ride my skateboard maybe like 6 in the morning. I'd be like, damn, you know what I mean? It's still cracking. All right, I'm going to
Oh,
store.
yeah, that's the worst.
Let me hop on my skateboard.
You gotta somebody got to make a beer run at 6 a.m.
Yes. Yeah.
You're the one
Frisco
that
is
vodka
wild.
run.
So then, you know what I mean? My girl, like, man, you know what? Let's get a house, man. You know what I mean? Because I was like smoking a lot of weed up in there. I had a doctor who lived like across from me, and I'd be like, man, you know, babe, the party get too wild. Go get Doc.
Bring on a sack of pills.
Man, but like it was just like, dude, you know what I mean? Once dude committed suicide, you know what I mean? He was like, man, let's get a house. It's more of those suburbs and stuff. So now out here, I just like, you know, I get up, I go to the restaurants, support all the local businesses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the spots, you know what I mean? Like Wishing Crab, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sarasonis, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
a little spot, you know, we go have drinks.
Kender's, your favorite place.
Yes.
Kenders.
Shout out to
Kenders.
Kenders. My man Justin, man, always
Double
look out
shout
for
out.
me. You feel
I
me?
wish I had 2 more thumbs.
Man, yeah, we was done, man. I had Kenders all yesterday, man. Done bar tip feast. You feel me?
So you're all Kinders out for right now, huh?
Not
yeah,
possible.
Man. Just
I'm
straight up.
possible.
I'm thinking about getting some more ribs.
Man, hello.
It's all you.
We
It's
got
all
you.
you. All right, gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick commercial break and be back with the sports and news topics, and this is gonna be interesting to hear from Mac.
Yeah.
Everyone, hang tight here on the Slam Show.
Yeah.
Cash now. Call 1-800-CAR-TITLE to borrow $2,500 to $50,000 against the value of your vehicle. 1-800-CAR-TITLE has been offering the lowest rates and monthly payments for over 10 years. Mention promo code FREEWAY to receive free gas with your loan. 1-800-227-8485. 1-800-CAR-TITLE, a proud supporter of the Freeway Series.
1-800-CAR-TITLE, fast cash and low payments every day.
It's hurricane and wildfire season again. Why do thousands of people sit in these reoccurring problem areas year after year, betting their lives that the disaster won't get them? Hundreds of you helped eFoods Direct ship 50,000 donated meals to the Oklahoma victims. The problem is we can't help everybody. If every one of us who can will take care of ourselves, we can all pitch in to take care of those who really can't. The new Just In Case pack from eFoods Direct is the big brother to the 7-day emergency pack designed for Oklahoma disaster donations. It contains a 2-month supply for one person, or a 1-month supply for 2 adults, or a 2-week supply for a family of 4. The $320 price is $50 less than retail. Call 800-409-5633 on the web efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Order 2 or more, get 10% off, free shipping applies. Call 800-409-5633 on the web efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Protecting your home with a security system is a must. But when it comes to protecting your family, your home, and belongings, there's no need to sign a long-term contract. Listen, there is some real scum in the alarm business, cashing in by locking you into long, punishing contracts. Not with Simply Safe Home Security. They're the good guys. You can trust Simply Safe to protect your family. Simply Safe was created by a Harvard Business School engineer, and it's revolutionary. You'll get 24-hour protection for just $14.99 a month. There are no hidden fees and no contracts. You'll save thousands. Plus, you're protected by their 100% money-back guarantee. Protect yourself against home invasions and break-ins. Order your Simply Safe system now and receive a wireless keychain remote, a $25 gift, free. So don't waste your time dealing with scum. Visit GetSimplySafe.com. GetSimplySafe.com. GetSimplySafe.com.
Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gate, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro One filter today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139.
Taking a family of 5 to the amusement park can cost a small fortune.
Oh, yeah. So to save some money, we thought, hey, let's bring the amusement park to us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, step right up, young man. Are you ready to ride the Wacky Waterfall?
That's just the bathtub with the shower head running.
Nope, it's the Wacky Waterfall.
It's the shower, Dad.
Waterfall.
Wacky.
There's an easier way to save. To get a free rate quote, go to geico.com, then buy online, over the phone, or at your local Geico office.
You know the U.S. dollar is devaluing. You can see it happening every day. You know a new currency will take over at some point. Wouldn't you like to be in on the ground floor? Bitcoins. They're a decentralized, anonymous internet currency. They're free to use, free to accept, and free from inflation forever. You can use them anywhere in the world, and their value seems only to be increasing. Find out more at weusecoins.org. Don't be kicking yourself in the pants in a month. Your dollars are going down. Bitcoins are going up. weusecoins.org.
Snoring. It's not just something to laugh about. Snoring could be a symptom of sleep apnea, a serious condition where breathing stops during sleep, and if left untreated can lead to daytime drowsiness while driving, high blood pressure, acid reflux, heart attack, and stroke. Plus the family issues of the snoring keeping others up all night. The first step in treatment is a sleep study. Through homeapneatest.com, it can now be done in your own home in the comfort of your own bed through the direction of a board-certified sleep medicine physician in your area. The test simply monitors your breathing while you sleep. For more information about sleep apnea, go to homeapneatest.com or call 1-877-54-APNEA. 1-877-542-7632.
She sound like a phone sex operator.
How you know? No.
Testing is covered.
Manage that shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
These right here.
Welcome back to the Slam Show. This is the sports and news segment sponsored by Kinder's.
Yeah.
Ed hooked it up. Yummers.
Justin Kinder.
Mm-hmm. That's right. All right, let's go ahead and kick off this segment with some Super Bowl disappointment discussion. Guys.
I didn't watch it.
I know you did. You were the only one. We did our predictions.
So we'll skip you.
Last week, and everyone
He's the
picked.
only one that was right.
Yeah, because all of us, we picked the Broncos because we're all Niner fans.
Right.
Stallion here was like, fuck the game. Fuck it. I'm like,
I ain't gonna watch.
And absolutely, he hit it right on the dot. It was a disaster. who actually watched that game from beginning to end?
I did.
Okay.
We did.
Yeah. I only watched it for commercials.
Yeah, fast forward that shit for the commercials.
After the first quarter, it was like, fuck this. Got on the computer, and I just
Right,
stopped.
that's pretty much what I did too.
Yeah.
It was just like a car crash, though. You had to you couldn't
You had to-
believe it.
yeah.
It was like, what is happening? Is this
Just to
real?
watch the bullshit of it was fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I was toggling between that and the puppy and the kitten bowl.
Oh.
And I'm not even a pet lover, okay? What the hell?
Wow.
The biggest buzz today was about the commercial with the VWs.
That one.
With the wings that came out, a VW commercial.
Mm-hmm.
No women on that commercial. They were all guys that had wings pop out.
Good observation.
Well, it wasn't me. It was
Well, it seems like the media is just picking apart all the ads because they were pissed off at Coca-Cola,
Right.
Google,
And then there was a bunch of
Volkswagen,
bad
and-
ads too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, ladies and gentlemen, that's how bad the Super Bowl was when we're talking about the freaking commercials. Check this
We're
out.
talking about commercials already?
Dude, look at this. This is
Wasn't
my
that much
favorite. This is my favorite
That
commercial.
was a good one.
The Radio Shack. The 80s call. They want their store back.
Yeah.
You saw a kid and play in there. Chucky.
Alf. You saw Alf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at Eric Estrada. Oh my goodness, this was funny. Mary Lou Retton from Olympics. There goes Kim Clay.
The last time you seen Man Kid, man? play. That's what I mean.
That was both of them.
Yeah,
both of them.
They just did something on TV like 2 months ago. They came out and did something.
Yeah, and that's that guy from
Wolf.
Cheers. So
Wolf.
look at that. Look at Chucky.
Those boots, rainbow boots.
Oh man.
Oh, and the owl, the DeLorean. The owl. From Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, I mean, this stood out for me, guys. What was the best commercial for you?
I'll go first before I forget.
Okay, go ahead.
It's the Audi commercial with Adobe Huahua. You know, the big dog, the dog with
ass
the big
head.
head and the small body that just terrorized the plane.
That was a great
And the
commercial.
funny part
Yeah.
was when Sarah McLaughlin was in it and she was talking and the dog just started attacking her. It was
Yeah, because she does
hilarious.
those infomercials. Oh, please send your donations for these cats, and the dog starts gnawing on her and shit. That was
I
funny.
couldn't stop laughing, so that's my favorite.
Yeah, I think I like the Muppet one with Terry Crews.
That's right.
That
That's
was
right.
a funny one. That was a funny one. Yeah.
You have some similarities there, Mr. Ray Love. Terry Crews.
Uh-oh.
Just a tap, just a tap, and that's a good thing. That's not a compliment.
You want him back, Sam? Come on.
That's a hell of a compliment. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Miles.
my favorite commercial was a band commercial. I saw it this morning.
Word?
Yeah, it was. It was a Carl's Jr. commercial where
trying to remember.
it was a breakfast sandwich.
Wow.
Oh yeah. It was a breakfast sandwich,
But
and
was it aired in Super Bowl commercial?
No, no, this was the sausage one, right?
But you know the sausage one.
Yeah, with the hot chick walking.
Okay, she basically.
I see that.
She performs fellatio on a breakfast sandwich, and it's
That's
a
right.
Carl's Jr.
And everything is in slow motion. They were not going to show that.
It was wrong. It
Yeah.
was wrong.
Was it?
But I appreciated it
But
first
Ray-
thing on a Monday morning.
But Ray, when
I'm
you
on
saw
breakfast right now.
when you saw it, you looked at it. It's like no one's gonna eat that because it comes out like on both ends and the bun is all in the middle.
Yeah.
It was odd looking.
Hold on, wait a minute.
They had all the bad commercials on
You're gonna
that
have to
poster.
Google that up
I
real
know.
quick.
Like 20 commercials
doing it,
that
their
they didn't
commercial.
write. It was dope.
Picture a regular bun and the hot dog sticking out at the ends.
It's a hot dog?
Man,
Oh,
it's
okay, yeah.
no, it's like a Polish sausage.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
she's
but
just-
essentially,
it's so inappropriate, bro. Like I don't know how they ever thought this was gonna make it on TV.
But it
But
did.
I think
But
I'm
it
gonna tell
did.
you what I think
just
that
make
they
Super
do.
Bowl.
I think they intentionally make band commercials so that the next day you can have that momentum and people say these are the top 20 band commercials and we all watch them. And you know, it made me want to go to Carl's Jr. What
That's
can I
just
say?
part of the appeal, right? If you just say a commercial's banned, then someone's like, ooh, I'm going to click on that.
Yeah, straight up.
Right.
Miles.
I actually like the VW one. I was like, oh, angels, how nice.
Also, you're sticking with that one.
Yeah.
I
Well,
bet you-
actually, the Muppet one was hella
I
funny.
bet
though.
you
Yeah.
it was the part when they were using
But I wasn't
the,
going to take his Muppet one.
using the
Yeah,
bathroom and then the guy had a small wing next to the guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember they were peeing next
Being
to
next to
each
each other. Short ones came out. No, actually, I like the Muppet one better, but he already put Muppets, so I can't go after that. I mean, come on. You know.
Yeah, you can't follow up.
Yeah, so I just got to stick
Yeah, you
with
can't.
VW now. Gee.
Yeah, you can't take away his limelight.
Exactly.
Cindy,
I'm going to go with Bud Light.
which
The
one?
Bud Light commercial.
Refresh
The
my
Up for
memory.
Anything or the where they kidnapped the guy and they took him on the,
And
on the party
He
tour.
was in a commercial, but he didn't know he was in a commercial when all the weird stuff started happening.
Yeah.
Man, ping pong with
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh
Yeah, I remember.
Short shorts. And
That was super weird, man. My man Arnold fell off, man. That's when I saw that. I was like, man, the governor, man, is doing.
You know how much
Bud
money
Light
they gave you for
commercials.
that commercial?
Oh,
Insane,
man.
though,
Too
man.
much.
7 figures.
Man, though.
Somewhere
much.
nice in the 7
I feel
figures.
you,
Probably
though.
about $2-3 million.
Man, wasn't dude getting like $20 million a movie back? You know what I mean, or something?
Hey man, hey,
He was
you
crying
gotta do
about
what
it.
you gotta do, man. He got other kids. You know, he got new kids.
I think that was more image. You know what I mean?
He
might
had a
be
love
trying to get
child
his
that
image
he
back.
has to support.
Yeah, he does now.
You gotta get ready for Expendables 3.
Ooh, he
Oh,
hard. He
no,
hard.
that shouldn't happen.
What's up?
It's already been
You like
made.
the Expendables?
Nah,
It's already been made.
I didn't check that.
Oh, it's
out.
already been made?
Yeah, it's already been filmed. It's got Ronda Rousey in it.
That's right.
MMA fighter, yeah.
Got everybody in it.
Cool.
Everybody, yeah, literally.
So, Stallion, do you have
Somebody-
any opinion on any of the Super Bowl discussion here? Since you kind of
Boycott it.
No, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck him. I just saw the like highlights of like Sherman laying down on the ground all fucked up.
Twice.
Come on, cool. He got what he deserved talking shit about
little
Crabtree.
karma
did.
there, huh?
Niner gang.
Yeah, already
That's
just
what that is. Niner gang.
Yeah.
That's what they get for talking shit.
Well, the word's getting around that 2 weeks ago was actually the title game with the Niners and Seahawks.
No doubt.
I mean, I think we do need to say something though. Shout out to Lynch. You feel me? Bay Area, born
Absolutely.
and bred.
That's right.
Old town business. You know what I mean? Bringing home a ring. I'm sure that he can do a lot. You know, with for his community. You know what I mean? Being a champion. You know what I mean? That's gonna open a lot of doors and gonna help a lot of people. God willing. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Niners will pick him up next year.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Nah, man, absolutely. The Super Bowl happened 2 weeks ago, man. Like, for real. And I think we got cheated. I think it was our Super Bowl to win. I'm not a poor sport, but, I mean, come on, man. Anybody with eyes could see that I think we the best team in the league. I
Straight
said
up.
it. I said it.
I like it.
We actually performed for the Red Zone, like the biggest tailgate out there.
The last
for the
49er
last
game.
49er game.
Oh, okay.
Monday Night
Oh,
Football.
lucky you guys.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cracking.
Really?
It was beautiful.
Nice. Oh, was that with Bailey or some other artist that you did it with?
I think like what was Santana? Tension was there. And
Yeah.
It was basically like us though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Let me check out that track.
No doubt. It's not a track, actually. We performed at the actual game, on the last game for the tailgate. It was like thousands of people out there.
I know there's a YouTube video floating around somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah. It was a million cameras on us, but it was like, the 49ers, they always give us love, the fans, you know what I mean? We out
Always.
there,
Even if you go back to All About My Fetty,
Yeah.
man, the 49ers a week before the Super Bowl was in our video.
For real,
before they
for
won
real.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They came out and rocked with us and showed love. So,
Yeah.
I'm a Niner fan for life. Faithful.
What's your earliest Niner memory?
I
can tell you mine.
First Super Bowl.
Me too.
Yeah, first exactly Super Bowl 16.
Yeah, that kind of converted me. But I still had some lingerings. My father actually worked for the Raiders. Used to serve food when they would train in Santa Rosa.
Oh, nice.
And then I woke up one day and the Raiders was gone, and that shit was like, I was like, excuse me? My brother was laughing at me like, oh, your ball is worthless, because I had this football with Plunkett, everybody autograph on it. And I became a Niner fan, man. The Niners have shown me nothing but love, made me nothing but proud ever since. So.
Nice. You don't have that ball anymore?
Nah, I think I kicked it.
It's probably worth a little something for a Raider Nation fan.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it would be, but who knows, man? The Raiders might leave again.
Actually, I thought the Raiders showed up to the Super Bowl.
They're in Denver uniforms.
Somebody did. It was like a Pee-wee team out there, man.
I said it was Laney. Laney College, you feel me?
Yeah.
Uncle Rico's quarterback.
As bad as that game was, come on. I missed 5 minutes of it. It was already 5-0. I'm like, 5-0? What the
too.
hell you got to do to get 5-0? I had to sit there and
I'm
figure
tell
it
you, I
out.
stopped watching after halftime.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I wanted
yeah.
to see Bruno Mars and the Chili Peppers. It was.
That was really good.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, that was good.
Performance was
I
nice.
don't know, man. I kind of wanted to see a little more Chili Peppers, man. I like the dudes, you
Yeah,
know?
they did their little one song cameo and
and it was, that was kind of like industry politics to me, man, because they didn't want Bruno to do it, I think, by himself, so they wanted to bring some support and balance it out.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they didn't really let them dudes really rock. And
They didn't want to get
Like
the
they
guys
could have
with the
rocked.
sock on it.
Like
Yeah.
they could have rocked. I was waiting for another song.
But the Chili Peppers are getting old, man. Did you see when he jumped off when he jumped off onto the platform from the drum stage down?
He survived heroin. He survived everything.
They killed him.
Every show they do, they almost hurt
They
themselves.
are my generation's Orange Rolling Stones.
I'll agree on that. I will agree.
Rock.
They rock. I definitely like that. But they're getting all.
Yeah.
We're all getting there. Okay.
I'm getting old.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I know I'm getting old because I watch World Star Hip Hop and I realize there's a lot of things I don't understand. I'm like confused. Like, why would you do that type of thing? And I realize,
So you watch all the Vine compilations.
Man, that Vine compilation.
Cams,
Let me
all
tell you
that,
something.
yeah.
The Vine compilation is the tamest part of it. I get big booties. That's great. Everybody likes them, right? But that's not it. World Star, man, I don't know. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, it's a lot of
conversation. I think
of crazy stuff going on.
a little bit bad.
But now, what did you think of Bruno Mars's performance?
His performance.
Yeah, I
always-
did do like he always does his thing. You know what I mean? Straight up.
And without
But it's
hesitation-
hard to Beyonce. You feel me? Just
You got Beyonce. You got Madonna.
I know,
you
but
got-
Beyonce. You feel me? Like, man, it's hard to follow up that act. You know what I mean?
True.
Well,
And
yeah,
it seemed
but
like
you
they didn't do a lot of production on his show like they did on hers. It seemed like to me.
Well, he's a
We're
good
talking
He
about
doesn't
it.
need it.
We were talking about it. We're like, why is his performance so safe?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
safe.
Very safe, and
What was
I didn't appreciate his outfit that he blended in with the rest of the guys. He could have been.
Yeah,
more
But he always
accentuated.
does that. That's,
Yeah,
that's his doo-wop look.
I know.
Yeah, and that's
his
what it is.
thing.
The doo-wop look, with the pompadour and
change
everything,
the
and he has
color
that
of the
swag.
tie. I don't care. Can you like differentiate yourself? I mean, it was
He's
just
the shortest one. Come on.
And he the only one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. Dude did his thing, and I think a lot of people dug it too. A lot of people thought it was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For real.
everyone enjoyed it.
I want to see where you're gonna go from here.
Exactly. And without hesitation, if Bruno Mars calls you on the phone, hey, feature on my track.
Are you serious? Bruno Mars
like-
is a writer. He came in the game as a writer. He's an
Yeah.
incredible musician in his
Yeah.
own right. If Bruno Mars called, right. As a matter of fact, Bruno, if you listening, we could go on and cut one.
Right now.
And if you're listening,
At 5 a.m.
if he's listening, I'm sorry about what I said about your outfit.
When I saw the highlights of the Super Bowl, it was like watching someone playing Madden and put down the controller.
Right. Right.
And they were just kicking their asses while they're in the bathroom.
That's what it was. Just buzzing and shaking and shit.
Oh, my
Like, man,
goodness.
what you doing? Yeah.
That's what it looked like it happened.
Yes, sir.
I
That
don't-
was the Super Bowl.
Did anybody see any interviews with Manning today?
Nope.
There was some highlight stuff. Are you referring to him saying that
I mean, did he do any interviews today, or is he under?
I want to know what he gonna do with his
Weather.
future.
Whatever the fuck he wants.
Nah, but what I mean is if he gonna stay in football, or is he gonna retire? You know what I mean?
I really hope he comes
Yeah.
back.
I think he's gonna play. I
You
think
can't go out there.
No, hell no. He's
Can't
still
go out
young.
there.
He's got time.
That last interception like he threw, you know what I mean? And when I saw him walking off the field, he
Body
was just
language.
defeated. Like,
Yeah.
and I you know, man, I like dude. You know what I mean? I
Well,
think
he's not gonna listen to the Raiders coach next year either.
Oh,
It's like in Mortal Kombat when they take the
love that.
spine out of you and it's like,
Hey, Slam, you know how I feel about Manning. They should have just kept Tebow. And that's all I'm gonna
Tebow
say.
couldn't even help
she
him.
said Tebow.
I can't believe I'm hearing his name.
She just liked what he
You
looked
guys
like.
don't know by now. That's my guy crush in football. Okay? So calm down.
Where's Tebow play right now?
On TV.
in that commercial.
All Madden.
BYU.
T-Mobile commercial.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
have a
that no
commercial on
contract thing.
He's playing with the Mormons over there.
Oh
in
man,
Hawaii.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, dude, Tebow was wild, man.
He just has to be a tad bit more accurate. He still have a freaking contract.
That-
I'm just being nice here.
Man, sometimes it looked like he was just Hail Mary. Like,
he should have went under the radar and got his skills better, and then came out. But when you
I
get
agree.
all that fame and all that press, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Cap is kind of dealing with that a little bit. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he got all the.
You cannot blame the guy. He came from the Jets organization, and they're fucked. So therefore, they
we got
fucked
Steve
him.
Young from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's
who
right.
Sucked when we got him, but he got under a good quarterback. I think Kaepernick has potential to be a great quarterback. I think he's a really, really good quarterback right now. I just don't think he's had enough playing time. It was baptism by fire. He was thrown in.
Yeah.
And you know, the sports world, it's unkind, and us as fans, like, we don't care.
Oh, yeah,
We're just
we're-
like, I don't care if you play 2 minutes. You better win this fucking game.
You better win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's all about the last. And it's all about your last play.
Yeah.
It's all about that last
I mean,
play.
the slogan is the quest for 6. That's gonna stick until the 6th Super Bowl gets won.
Right.
Well, see, we're waiting for 2 more years because that's going to be the 49th Super
it's in the
Bowl
50th.
Next year.
Next year's the 49th.
Next year's the 49th. So next year, 49th, the 49ers are going to take it.
Oh.
No.
That's
Next year is in Arizona. The following year is at San Francisco Stadium.
And it's
he's
at the
saying
50th.
they're
No,
gonna
I'm
take
saying the 49th Super Bowl.
50th. It's going to be the
No, he's
50th.
saying 49 for the 49ers.
That's what I said earlier. Yeah, 49ers are gonna take the 49 and the 50 in Frisco.
Okay.
They can take both.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. Why not?
Not in Frisco.
Just win one of them.
I mean, it's not like we don't have a great organization. I think we have a great organization. I think
we proved that
always
last
had-
couple of years. We
Man,
proved
I think,
that.
I mean, Stanford football has always been good to us. It's been better to us than to Stanford. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
But my whole thing is, I think that with a few minor changes, I think potentially, we will get a Super Bowl in the next couple of years.
That's what I want to
Got
hear.
that on, put that on record.
Exactly. Here on the Slam Show.
Prefer for them to have it in Santa Clara where the new stadium's at, or next year?
Both.
Wait. Repeat the question.
Question is, would you rather have them win the Super Bowl next year or in their new field?
I will take it as soon as I can get it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll
I
take
mean,
Take what you can get.
talking about the new stadium, for a second. I was a season ticket holder when we couldn't win 10 games. And, I loved the Niners then, but, the Niners and the Raiders have always been, it catered to the blue-collar community. That's why,
Correct.
the 49ers stadium, Candlestick, is in Hunters Point or very close thereby, and people would bring their kids.
Mm-hmm.
The new stadium is not for the blue-collar,
it's about the money.
poor.
It's not gonna be
It's about the
personal.
money.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
not
the
just
stick is
personal.
personal, man.
Not just personal. It's expensive. $2,000 in insurance on your seat. The seats are $15,000. It's not many people where we're from, so to speak, that'll be able to go to the games.
Very correct.
Now, it won't be blacked out for us because we're far enough away, right? It's 50 miles, so is that 50 miles
Yeah,
away?
it's like an hour out of the city.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
it won't be
they're
blown
gonna
out.
pack it. They're gonna pack it. It's in Silicon Valley. It's built. It's incredible.
Right next to Great
incredible.
America. So.
Right. I mean, they're gonna pack it. It's not. That's not the problem. But it's just it won't.
Who they gonna
be,
pack it with?
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
It'll be a
Corporate
more
heads.
affluent. A more affluent.
Yeah.
crowd,
Very affluent.
And giving away a
Corporation.
lot of tickets so that the ones that they do sell are going to be that expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
Right
Damn,
on.
I gotta go back to the corporate world then, so I can get free tickets.
So I'm gonna just get ghetto. I'm gonna be on top of the roller coaster and just fucking stop.
We will be there though.
So yeah,
We'll be there.
once again, San Francisco 49ers are going to get it next year and the year after. Let's
Yes,
calling
yes,
it here
that'll win.
on the
Yeah,
Slam
Niner
Show.
gang, man. Go Niners.
Exactly. All right. On the final discussion here on the segment in hip hop news, Rutgers University is now officially offering a course called Politicizing Beyonce. It will focus on Beyonce's work in the context of black feminist texts. Guys, for the past few years, there's been many universities that are putting together
Please.
hip hop discussions and so forth in their curriculum. Beyonce, look it. I'm putting up a video of Beyonce. Really? This is actually a course? Tell me. Help me with this.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Ass.
I'll get an A.
Is one of the subject being single ladies? I mean,
Put a ring on it.
yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. For years, he and I, we taught the Tupac class at Berkeley. I've taught it at UCLA, at Jesus, man, a lot of places. They put us in a book in Harvard, for advanced English, and in doing that, Pac left so much information and so much so many reference points for people's life that it actually was political. He was in a book. We were in a book together, Great American Poets. You know what I mean? And I don't know if Beyonce is a great American poet. I don't know if her relevance is beyond her core base. Tupac's relevance was global. You go to Africa, people who don't have shoes know Tupac.
Correct.
Serbia, you go to all over the world. But I mean, she's a star. But
Right,
I just
right.
don't know. I'm gonna tell you. I would like to go to one of the classes to see what it is that they talk about in the class. What is it? Is it her lyrics?
Do you
Is it
think
what?
her beauty's more than her musical background?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's what she's,
That's the
she's
thing.
more
She's
famous
very,
for.
very, 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 very talented.
I'm not saying.
As a singer.
As a singer, like she's not, one of the best singers in the world or nothing like that. But like, you know what I mean? She sing good enough.
Right.
You feel me?
But does she write her music?
She does
I
some
think
of
she
the-
does.
Yeah.
I think she does. Yeah.
No, I mean if you get a good song from someplace else,
But
then
what's
you can make
political
money.
about like anything that she sang?
Well,
I don't
see-
understand it. You
see,
know what I
that's
mean?
the thing.
Is she a philanthropist? Does she do anything
well-
besides, music?
Oh yeah, they all have their
Charity
philanthropy.
cause,
Yeah, they
yeah.
already
Oh,
have
yeah.
those causes.
I think
What
what
are you
they're
studying?
examining is
Right.
is whether or not she's doing anything for the female black community.
Yeah, I don't.
See, and that's tough.
She's not Oprah, okay?
yeah.
You know,
That's
but
what
here's
I
the
was
thing.
saying about Tupac. Tupac was not the male black community's Tupac. It was everybody's Tupac. You go around the
Right.
world and they're studying it in the most advanced schools all the way down.
Correct.
Perfect example. We have a Tupac collection of handwritten poetry, some of which became the Tupac book. A lot of stuff has been held back. And Layla, who was our first manager, Maul's first manager, she wanted to release a poem to the internet. And so she released In the Event of My Demise. 6 months later, she's in Africa with Winnie Mandela for the International Women's Conference, and she says, I want to take you to the ghettos of Soweto. And she goes out there, and people don't have shoes, they don't have water, they don't have food, but they have paint. And the biggest painting is of Tupac. There's a great movie called Slingshot Hip Hop about how Tupac and even Eminem, too, to some extent, was relevant enough to where these kids are hiding from different sides of the wall and
Right.
they sneak and they go and they do hip-hop.
Yeah,
you
for
know what
real.
I mean? I don't know if Beyonce has that kind of influence.
Yeah, I
I
don't
take
see
nothing
it.
away from her talent,
Yeah.
her philanthropy, or anything else.
Of course.
I just don't know if I want to sit in the class that I'm paying for in college.
Well, think about it
And-
like this: when you think of Beyonce, what comes to mind? Booty.
Booty.
It's straight up. That's unfortunate. If you think about in certain contexts in your analogy,
I mean, it's a diss though because you know what I mean. Like, man, you can't just say like she's known for her body like and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you gonna make a class about her?
But
and
why
then
not
it's
other
supposed to,
great
like,
rappers? Why not Common or
She should not
whoever,
represent
you know what I
nothing
mean?
like having to do with political and like black women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they're gonna make
it's a
a-
million other like ladies that they
True.
can study. That's
True.
that's better. I feel personally.
No, you're right though. If they're gonna make black feminism class, it's gonna have like Oprah, Maya Angelou,
Shirley
it's gonna
Chisholm,
have-
damn it.
Right.
Yeah, it's not gonna have Beyonce.
I think
Alice Walker.
I think
Yeah.
it's the money. She probably donated a whole bunch of money
Straight
to the
up.
school,
there you go.
and
Yeah, you're
I
right.
give
instead
you
of
that.
Yeah.
like, build me a library, build
Yeah.
you know,
Build me a
I want a curriculum. I want a class.
Well
wanted
said,
to win.
Sage. Well said.
I got an A in Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
A and Beyonce.
Oh, if I'm your parents, man, hold up.
Fine.
We need
I mean,
all-
my parents, if my son comes home from Stanford or you know what I mean? I'm paying all this money, and he comes home and says, "Yeah, man, I got an A in Beyonce."
Yeah.
You're fired. The teacher's
Teacher,
fired.
man. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not even an elective course. It's the main freaking course that's credited to be
No
transferred.
kidding.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the girl who's singing Wide Open sounds better than her.
Man, hello. But I don't know, man. It's a crazy world, man.
The
You know
money.
what I
It's the
mean?
money.
It is.
That's wild.
Yeah, we'll see how long this course lasts. Mm-hmm. Because Beyonce and education, I am
Yeah.
sorry.
She should have opened a scholarship fund for young black women. If
Straight
she
up.
wants to
Build
do
a
that
school,
for
man.
the
Get some water for
community.
somebody. Do
Right?
something like.
Right.
You know what
You
I mean?
just gave her an idea.
Yeah.
She's gonna give scholarship for you to take her class.
Yeah. Now the Slam Show has to get credit for that.
Wow.
What was the movie where that Jim Carrey's in? He's a magician, and the other cat is a magician in the movie. They're all magicians.
Just incredible. Something,
Yeah, I just saw that the other night.
Okay, in the movie, his partner goes to bring magic to the poorest places in the world,
Right.
where they don't have food or water.
Yeah.
And he's giving them these a magic
Magic
rat.
kits,
He gives them a rabbit, a hat, And this magic kit, they take the rabbit, go cook it and eat it. He comes back and he's like, I think I should have been giving them food and water.
Yeah, they wanted food.
Not a deck of cards.
All right, gentlemen, that does it for this segment of the Slam Show. We're going to go ahead and take a quick music break. And yes, this is a classic by Mac Maw. And after that, we're going to go into some exclusive discussion. Yes, it is the interview with rap legend Mac Maw, as well as Ray Love. We're going to throw them both into the mix here on the Slam Show. Hang tight.
What's up, Flash? What's up, motherfucker? Wait, ride to this shit. They gon' keep it going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Keep it going on, then, young nigga. Shit. Let's get this up, there, fool. Who passed up? Take a hit of this shit. Alright, player. Turn up the beat and let me come with some gang, man. Talking about these hoes who be trying to claim the fame, man. But it's a waste of time because Mac Maw ain't no celebrity. I'm just a player with some G-A-N-E. But that ain't it, cause I'm serving the dick to the hoes who got the type of straight loving the shit. That pimp shit is slam. Niggas running scams. And how to make a faithful bitch cheat on their man. Plus that Doja Jam. And the candy paint. And the way cool bottle being jaded I drank. And when I'm on that shit, you can't level with me. I'm having church hoes think I got the devil in me. It ain't over, fool. It gets doper when I'm freaking yo, roll up on the sofa. Legs all open like a TV antenna. Cause a nigga get wild when I'm going up into what's really going on when you leave home. My late nights hella hype every time you're gone. You better lock your bitch up and go to sleep with your gay. Cause if she pays me, then man I'm at that. And all I need is just one beat. And I'm gonna pick your bitch up when you sleep, cause I'm sick with this. I'm sick with this. Sick with this. I'm sick with this. You know it ain't the fucking next nigga, huh? It's all good, dog. Yeah. I see you grinding motherfuckers letting they hoes with the drawers and shit. Punk ass niggas trying to hog a bitch. With fools all around taking they hoes on dates. Suckers like that love to play a hat. When I see they hoe and say what's up, spit a little game and now I'm wrecking the guts. I got the bitch at the telly and she got way wild. Had the trickle Earth Jake and she got way foul. Started talking that being my lady shit. Saying we can hook up on a relationship. I said relationships, not in his way too expensive though. Fuck being sprung, I just wanna break you, hoe. You found out and you damn near shit. Can't believe your main bitch did. But you should know that that's the wrong hoe. For you to act, tell a funny man and fall fuck. And when she hear this tape, she gon' hate this. Probably even wish I never made this. But the shit I spit is real, so I had to. I'm tired of seeing weak niggas and talk bad too. Bob Peter having stank pussy, yeast infection, no money, trap bitch. Always wanna know where I'm at, bitch. And what I'm saying, you should stop being like a sucker and leave it stranded at the telly and say fuck it. And then bump do the next bitch. You should be about your money, partner, and be sick with this. You know what I'm saying? Sick with this. You know these niggas be tripping, man. Player hangs himself with one bitch. A bitch ain't shit. Need to get some money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Fuck that bitch, man. She just a little old out. You know what I'm saying? Be real about yours. It's 93. You know what I'm saying? But check this shit out for these niggas. Sick with this. That's how these fools be trying to be acting. Popping at the mouth. Hate to see me macking, ain't no tripping in my business. So it's funny how they love to hate the pimpin' ass youngster coming up in the bay, motherfucker. So back up off the dick of the youngster trying to say I ain't no hit. You can miss me with that shit because I'm known to spit the game to have these hoes know it. Cause now bitch will, pussy should be unemployed. But when we first met, I give you full respect. I be the sweetest motherfucker that you ever met. But don't think I'ma stop doing scandalous shit. I'm taking meal food stamps, check even with bitch. And I'm the microphone, I'm white so bitch. So niggas watch your hoes, cause I'm sick with this. That's right, man, these hoes is hella sick. But now, these motherfuckers, hoes ain't shit, but these niggas decide to trip, you know what I'm saying? Taking that shit too far. It's 93, you supposed to break a hoe and bump a hoe, you know what I'm saying? But and about these bitches don't wanna get a nigga with paper, but nah, you better get another cape, cause we out here trying to do this shit. The sex faculty ain't going for that shit. You can be a sex hoe and get with the crest though, you know what I'm saying? Bitch. sick with this, so sick with this. This young fresh player is sick with this.
Come on, Ma. Rhyme with it. Rhyme with it.
I'm sick with this.
They determined
so
to-
sick,
to-
so sick.
To get some rapping.
So sick, so sick. Yeah, man. My first video, you know what I mean? I remember taking this the video to my class and showing my whole government class this video. You feel me? For Foster Hicks. Yeah, man.
Was that for class credit?
Oh no. I
Can I get an A if I show my video?
for class credit, man. I remember I redid like a thing from Macbeth in like rap version. I think it was
I did that in English.
The dagger speech?
No, I think it was the witches though. When the first scene with the
okay.
witches and they all at the boil troil that little thing. Yeah, for real.
No doubt.
No doubt, yeah, man. Hogan High, straight up.
Hogan High getting props
The
here on
school
the
that
Slam
lets
Show.
you rap your way through graduation.
Oh yeah. They also like it was a trip, man, because you know, growing up in Vallejo, you feel me? I always, you know what I mean, was like in trouble and stuff in school, and you know, I was able to get back through hip hop. You know what I mean? I was able to get back, you know, on the right path, and I remember being in high school and then, like in 10th grade, you know, I'm getting in like a little trouble or whatever. And
Just a little.
Man, my mom's was like straight up, man, you know, if you want to do this music thing, you're going to have to do it, but you're going to have to handle your business. So now I was just like, I love hip hop, like love it like air, you know what I mean? And it just had me on my thing. And I remember the school asking me for International Day. They paid me to rap. I was just like, oh, at first y'all was finna kick me out, now y'all paying.
And you were how old?
I was like 16 years old, you know what I mean?
Making them dollars.
Man, for real. Flying in from out of state, doing shows all over the United States, flying
You
in.
didn't even know what to do with the money.
Yeah.
You would buy tennis shoes and cereal and like.
Hey, but that's normal. That's normal for a 17-year-old.
No, but I mean, that's it. And music. That's it.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
I
not talking
stayed
about-
fly though. I bought every Nike that, you know what I mean?
Right. He's not talking about investing at that point.
But nah, but the first thing I did, and he knows, is like help my family first.
Exactly.
I mean, I had to
100%.
change our situation. You know what I mean? Because I'm
And then
from
that-
the
and then
country
after you
club
make it-
Crest. You know what I mean? And it's very hard out there. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? So, but shout out to the Crest. Crest is a beautiful place because you know. Just in my neighborhood alone, you know, we did so much for just Bay Area music, you know what I mean?
For the rap game in general.
Not even the rap game, but Bay Area music, because
Right.
Function is from the Crest.
True.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Michael Cooper.
Yeah, Michael Cooper. Shout out to him. Shoot. So, you know, it's always been a talented neighborhood, but it's kind of hard there. And when I got my first money, I wanted to help my family. Then I brought tennis shoes and cereal.
There you go.
Now you're rocking comms. All right.
Yeah, hello.
And check this out. I have a little clip from one of the videos.
Get right.
Yeah.
Get right. Shout out to my cousin Lavity, you know what I mean? Get right. This video is actually part 2 of Ghetto Theme that Tupac directed, you know what I mean? Shout out to Tupac for doing it. I was able to do this with my cousin Lavity. We shot this in LA. You know what I mean? I had my whole family out there. We were just chilling. My little sister is in this video. You know what I mean? It was real cool, you know, just
I'm not in this video. I went to jail that day.
Yeah, Ray always had bad luck
I
coming
have
to my
bad
videos.
luck with videos with my
Yeah.
friends. The day at Mac Dre, California living, I went to jail. I'm driving. Somebody throws a bottle at me.
Yeah.
And I ended up going to jail for being attacked. It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
I have that kind of luck at video shoots. So now on video days, I don't do much
Nothing.
of nothing.
Lay low.
Yeah. My little brother is in this video with the man. Look at little Manuel right there, man. Yeah, straight up. Man.
Mellow.
Charlotte
You know what?
Mellow, yeah.
You cannot make these videos anymore. Not with the law enforcement detailing in the.
I mean, like, you know, you just got to go to the right spots. If you go to LA, it's different from doing
Oh
it
yeah,
in the Bay.
we
You know what I
can
mean?
shoot anything.
Everything, you know what I mean? For real. I
shot
shot
the White House
me and
in
JT
LA.
shot a movie, a full-length movie in San Francisco, just using the community. Yeah. Look at Layla. This crazy, man. That's actually where they did People's Court. That's the courthouse where they do People's Court right there.
That's funny.
You feel me?
Mills Lane.
Yeah, man. That was a trip. And then the whole thing of the video was like, you know, in Ghetto Theme, it was like in Ghetto Theme, I get shot at the dice game. You feel me? So this was like, I go to heaven, but, you know, I'm going to heaven, but I get sent back, like, to my body. You know what I mean?
Man, you still look the same.
Thank you. You feel me? That's because I don't give a fuck. But yeah, we actually shooting this video, man, in like I think it was like a Crip neighborhood, man. And I come out with the red on, and I remember the whole neighborhood tripping. That's Mike Mosley. the producer of the track. I'm finna fight Mike Mosley, the person that you're not finna fight. Because I'm just saying, Mike Mosley's one of the coolest dudes ever. That's my partner, Reg. Big Lurch, right there. Yes, Big Lurch. If anybody know anything about him, yeah. And I remember this. That was the little pen scene they had. You feel me? The suits look fly on TV, but
you still have it?
They was ill suits. The suits was whack. I think like Viddy had some clips in the back or something. You know what I mean?
You know that's how they do wardrobe.
No doubt, man. Yeah, man, this was a trip, man.
Right
Look,
on,
my mom
man.
and pops all in my ear. My daddy's so used to be in my ear like that.
Well, let's kind of back up a little bit. How did you both guys get into the game and say, music, I want to use this to get me where I want to go?
Wow. Well, I started in 1985. I started rapping, actually, from the very first rap I wrote.
What influenced you?
I'll tell you what influenced me. I went to see Crush Groove. And 2 months after I saw Crush Groove, there was some I said, I want to rap. But I knew nothing about how to get involved with it. And I saw some dudes on TV in Chicago, and they was rapping. They had a whole thing on them, and they didn't even have their own music. They was rapping over Run DMC instrumentals.
Yep.
And I was like, shit, I could do that. So I started finding any instrumental I could get and rapping over it. My first performance was over LL Cool J, I'm Bad, in the quad in 8th grade. And I just started doing shows at all the junior highs. Then I would do all the high schools. Me and Pac put together Strictly Dope, and then we would play at all the high schools everywhere while we were still in high school.
Oh, yeah, they had the dance routines, all that, man.
Hey, man, it was a different time, and I was fly, man. Let me tell you something. You know why I wore a polka dot shirt?
Why did you wear
and I had a
polka
high
dot
top fade? I'm going to tell you why. Because it got me into bars and clubs when I was 17 years old.
Right.
Did you shop at Chess King?
I did shop at Chess King. That's why I got the polka dot shirt.
Oak Tree. Because him and Pac got a picture, man, where they like in mid step, and this video. My brother was a great dancer too. Straight up. Yeah, I say like the way that I got in the game was, I always, used to hear hip hop, but my grandmother, shout out to Juanita Rocker, man. She bought me three tapes, and it was like Houdini. It was like I think Herbie Hancock, and it was The Message.
Classics.
When I heard The Message, you feel me, it changed my life, you know what I mean? In my book that I wrote called My Opinion, you know what I mean, self-published, be finna come out with that, I describe it as when people first fall in love. And when they have a feeling of warmth that starts in the middle of their body and just goes all out, and you just know that, man, I'm in love. That's how I felt about music, and I just knew I had to do it. And I started off, like just, rapping for my friends and just the neighborhood. Got to give a shout out to DJ Cease, who was both our DJ. DJ Cease was the cat who actually put the first microphone in my hand, and that was at the Boys Club, the Omega Boys Club in Vallejo, California. You feel me?
Yeah.
The trip about that and me being a rapper is that when I was growing up, I had a very, very, very severe stuttering problem. So, I think my stuttering problem is one of the reasons that I got into a lot of trouble, because I couldn't talk. You know what I mean? And it's like, if I couldn't talk, you laughing at me because I'm stuttering, it's going to be a problem. You feel me? And, that's probably why, I started running with the crew and all that. But only time I didn't stutter is when I cussed and when I rap. You feel me? Those were the times where I felt, most at ease and it was able to come out. And I remember DJ Cease at the Boys Club, Freaky D from the Romper Room crew, one of the Mac Dre homies, said, "Hey, come here. You want to rap?" Went up there, asked Cease, and I just remember it like it was yesterday, him calling me on stage. He called me on stage, and it's a crowd of like my peers, you know what I mean? Everybody I grew up with, they know me, but they know me as just, being lappy-headed kid running up and down the street.
All right, so prior to that, he didn't know that you were efficient at rapping at that point.
No, nobody really did.
So it was like
a couple people did, my friends, but like nobody really knew that I knew how to do it.
Gotcha.
So I get on there, and I just remember grabbing the mic, and people like stopping, looking like, man, what is Jamal doing up on there, man, on the thing, right? I grabbed a mic, man. I started hitting it, and it went like, oh man, oh man, oh man, you know what I mean? And it was just like, man, seeing that and being from somebody who could not communicate with people, you know what I mean? And then getting to that point, it was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, you know? And then, you know, hooking up with like our stories cross when you know, Ray.
Well, I wanted to say that I would be negligent if I really didn't, you know, include some people in how you asked how I got started. I met Layla Steinberg. She was standing outside my high school one day, and she was passing out flyers to a Rodney O and Joe Cooley concert. And I said, man, how can I get in this concert and open up? She said, come to my house. If you're good enough, I'll put you on. And I came to her house. I ended up doing the concert. I ended up doing like some other shit. What was New Kids on the Block?
Hello. Oh, you didn't want to say that? You didn't want to say that?
That's not Gangsta Ray Love. And then Tupac and myself, we made a videotape and we sent it to a guy named Atron Gregory. He was the road manager for NWA.
Yeah, and
he wanted to get signed with Ruthless. And he picked it up. He liked it. He took it to Shock G. Shock G said, I want to meet him. I had school, and Pac was already out of school. He was already 18. He went up there, met Shock. Shock heard him, listened to our stuff, and was like, yeah, sign him. And we started working with digital. Like, man, we worked with a lot of producers in the early days, and things just really fell through. And we then ended up coming out with the record. Pac had some problems at home, and he ended up, you know, going on the road with digital because he was effectively homeless at that point. And I was hanging out on a dope track, writing raps, and Mac Dre's cousin, his name is Los.
Somebody like Los
that I went to high school with, and, you know,
he was Mac Dre's cousin, so he'd be in my neighborhood too. You feel me?
Right. And he picked me up and he said, man, I want to take you to meet Dre. And I'm like, you know, he's like, what you doing? I said, man, you know, I'm just hanging out. He's like, well, I want to take you to meet Mac Dre. And in the 707, Mac Dre is a mythical figure. Even at that time, there was no rappers. There was only two. There was the Mac and Mac Dre.
The Mac.
But
both from the country club.
But this is what you got to understand. The Mac dressed like my older brothers in them. Silk suits, Bally's.
Yeah.
I was broke and bummy. Mac Dre dressed like how not bummy in that sense, but he dressed more like how I dress.
How we wanted to dress.
You know how we wanted to dress. So
Dre was always like the man.
Always was the man, and this is in we're talking 1989, and 1990.
He actually got put on, you know what I mean, the day of the Mac funeral.
Yeah, and when I get to the crest, it was the day of the Mac funeral. And Dre heard me rap, and it brought me into Kyrie, and I signed my first deal.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Now shit gonna get real. Now watch this.
That's the legend of the Mac.
Get paid.
Here we go.
Now, at the time, I'm a youngster of a tender age, like, you know what I mean, 13, 14.
He must have said tender.
So, but I was not tender.
Mr. Innocent. Yeah, go ahead.
So, you know, my whole thing, man, I'm out there, you know what I mean? I'm bad. Like, we out there, I'm banging at the time. You know, we got a crew. We call ourselves the Sesame Street, the Romp, because it was like the Romper Room, the crew thing, where PSD is from, and the Sesame Street. So, when all I want to do is make a name. Because when I ain't rapping, I'm stuttering, and I got a problem with that. So, my whole thing was like, you know, was always trying to, you know, get by Dre. Dre was like, man, I didn't need Run DMC once Mac Dre started, or, you know, because I had the Mac and Dre. I remember some of the best concerts I've ever seen in my life was Mac Dre and the Romper Room crew at the Boys Club. Like, they was in rare form. So my whole thing, I want to get, you know, I want to be, my name is Mac Maul. They gave me the name Mac Maul. You feel me? I want to be with them. So first time I go to the studio, Kilo Kirk called me. Like, okay, Maul, it's time for you to come to the studio. You're going to go to the studio. Dre was working on What's Really Going On. You feel me?
Oh, that was a good time.
So I'm thinking
that was a great time.
I'm thinking I'm finna get put on. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm in the car, I'm rapping. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to get to the studio. So I walk through the door. I see this cat, you know what I mean? He got on like some red, like, he got a red t-shirt. He had a Kango on. You feel me? And he had this big R ring. You feel me? And I just remember, like, looking at, because, you know, we all standoffish where I'm from. So I'm like, man, who is this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They like, yeah, this is Ray Love. For real? And I'm like, man. And
Ray was the one with the Kango?
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard him rap, man. And I heard him rap, and he was dope. And then, because they had just did a song, and then I figured out that I wasn't finna rap. I was just coming up there to kick it, and I was just like so mad. Like, this dude is taking my spot. Let this fool take my spot. Who is he? Why is he taking my spot? Man, that ring is fresh. I'm just not liking him. Man. I'm like, man, this fool, not even tripping that man, that we would, we become brothers. We traveled the world together. We like just everything. So from that, our stories kind of go like Ray was already on with Strictly Business. Dre was in jail. Ray had Get Your Money On.
Yeah.
That's when I came. You know what I mean? I'm 15 at the time. Ray is like just giant. He doing songs with like Janet Jackson, In Vogue. He traveling everywhere. And I came in, as just a kid. Kyrie would bring me around. And most people, when another professional come into your profession, you might think that they're trying to take something from you.
Yeah.
But he opened arms. Put me in my first video. Get Your Money On video. Was my first video as a kid. So I'm seeing this like, man, this is how you supposed to do it. This is how
so that's your cameo.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how you supposed to act. This is how you supposed to handle fans and handle this stuff. I learned that all with Ray. Ray took me on the road as a kid. He really probably wasn't supposed to do this. He was like,
hell no, I was a kid too.
He was just like, man, you want to come? You want to come? Come on, because
he was a minor though.
He already had a crew. He already had like the people, but he was just like, Maul, come on. So I came. I'm like, yeah. I remember we did the Manteca show, and the show we did after that, right, was the
Talk of the Town.
Talk of the Town. It was
in
the
Vallejo.
It was the bombest club in Vallejo. It was 21.
I remember that. Talk of the Town, yeah.
I go up in there, so it's people who knew me my whole life. They can't believe I'm up in there. Not only am I in here, I'm rocking the #1 song. Man, get your man right now, man. Look at me. Yeah. I know the words. It was just like it was over.
And you weren't stuttering?
Man, no, I was not stuttering. So Ray took me and Kyrie, that's when Kyrie started YBB. You know what I mean? And I was the first artist on YBB, and then Ray came right after that, made classics. And we always, been together.
I remember you got him in the club in Waller Creek. We had that little club Vertigo out there in after dark.
Yeah.
Sneaking in.
People, what people ask me, like, man, when are y'all going to do a record together? Like, how come I don't be hearing you on his stuff? Yeah, he don't. Man, we together literally all the time. If I'm in the Bay Area, we always.
You know what? We're going to solve that. We're going to put you on one of the tracks I put together. I promise you that. I promise you that.
Well, we've been doing a lot lately.
Because I got I'm coming out with a new record March 18th. It's called Magnificence and Maliciousness, produced by Kyrie. But I stay in the studio. We just built a new spot in Richmond called Underpass Studio, one of the fly spots in the Bay.
All right.
So I've been in there, and me and Ray, I've been having Ray kidnapped, and we just been like knocking out music. You feel me? I think a lot of Ray Love fans is going to be very, very impressed, to hear him.
No doubt.
The boy man.
No doubt. I came home to visit. He called me up. I had been gone for 8 months. He's like, man, it's time for you to come home and visit. I came home and visit for the holidays, and I have not been back to Los Angeles. And it's disturbing. It's like weird because I got business and things to do out there, but I just been kind of running the world from out here. So
for real,
I love the Bay, man. The Bay got this thing over me. It's the most beautiful place I've ever been, I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like, to me. So
there you go.
Is what it is.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and have my co-hosting staff, starting with Sage, ask a question, since this is such a vibrant show.
I don't even want to ask a question anymore. I just want a performance, but I'll ask an easy one. On your spare time, when you're not doing music, what do you do? Both Ray Love and Mac Martin.
I don't have spare time these days. I mean, I'm going to tell you the God honest truth, hand to God. When I have free time, I spend it with my daughter. I have a 4-year-old daughter, or I spend it with my son, or I spend it with my brother. But I believe in no days off until you get certain things accomplished. And for the last year, I worked 12 to 14 hours every day, 8 days, 7 days a week. And I don't take days off. I work on my birthday. I like it. I feel like it gives me a certain amount of personal achievement and power. But I do need a vacation.
I'm the vacation man.
When I jump out of buildings, I call him.
That's how to balance it out. Worker, vacation man.
Me travel. You know what I mean? I love to travel. You know what I mean? I'm getting a lot of, stamps on my passport. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
I love islands.
Keep
you know
the passport in your pocket. Where I put it. Because I have escape.
So yeah, traveling. I also, you know what I mean. I like I'm a lightweight foodie. You know what I mean. I love food. I love going to restaurants and stuff like that. And I also love cooking. You know what I mean. That eases my mind. So that's what I like to do.
Y'all know I'm the crab champ, right?
Wow, you bringing that up?
Bring it. You know, like the dish stand long. Like, yeah, man, I'm a champion. I want a belt.
Yes, I've heard about that restaurant on Bay Area. Check, please.
Oh yeah, you have to. It's life changing.
It's one of my favorites.
But we have a contest.
For 3 years.
3 years.
I got robbed 2 years.
I got robbed.
And then I got a belt.
You know what I mean? Man, I ain't want to talk about that, yo.
It's kind of sensitive.
You must have lost this year.
Nah, we ain't really did it, though. We ain't really did it. But,
wait a minute, is this like a contest that's put together by an organization?
Oh, no, it's just us. It's just us.
And, you know, a few friends of ours.
We all get together. You know,
what kind of belt?
It started over
bragging rights.
Conversation. You know what I mean?
It's a guy thing.
People talking stuff like, oh, okay, you think you better than me? All right, well at the party we gonna see you do yours.
That's
you do
bragging
yours,
rights.
and we got down. Yeah. I think, you know what I mean?
Your crab is incredible. I can't.
Wait a minute. You just say that is good.
It is incredible. It's not better than mine, but it's incredible.
I'm making a note. Matt Mall crab dinner time.
Let me tell you what it is. My family is split in two, right? So I come from a family of chefs. My grandmother was one type of chef. My Uncle Jules, rest in peace, he recently passed. He was a different type of chef. So my grandmother gave him her recipe
for gumbo,
and I have my uncle's recipe,
and mine is way over here.
Every holiday season, it's like a battle.
It's an argument.
He calls me up on the phone and is like, "Yeah, you know, I'm killing you again. This is way better than yours. I mean, you don't have a chance." But
you must admit that this last Christmas, that was my best gumbo.
Your best gumbo.
My best gumbo, and I done did about 10 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Straight up. But you know, I also am lemon pepper wing champ too.
Oh yes.
I'm a chili champ.
You guys are hitting every good food that I love personally.
I should have made my chili tonight.
Right, word.
On the next visit.
Yeah, but we had the Kinders and that, so we had
to shout out.
All right, Miles.
All right, if you guys closed your eyes and went back into time between now and when you started, what is the one thing, that one pinnacle in your careers that you wish you can go back to and always have?
You go first. I mean, I got
like
one.
What would I go back to, like that I can hold on to and feeling our vibe?
Yeah, that feeling, that vibe, that one moment that made you go, man, this I'm there.
I mean, it wouldn't even be a moment where it'd be like I'm there. If I would go back, I would go back to just like the feeling that I had just trying to go after it, the beginning, the not knowing, the waiting for the future, the just the dreaming, and that, going back to my mother kitchen table, man. You feel me?
That innocence.
Yeah, because I wrote my first record at my mother kitchen table. You know what I mean? I remember the phone. You know what I mean? Talking to girlfriends and sitting in the car and letting all my friends hear my opinion. You know what I mean? My opinion was just something I used to rap in the backseat of the car and then seeing what it did to the world. So me, it was just, just that time. That time, because it was like all innocent, it was like all love, it wasn't no money, it was just, man, what if? Mm-hmm. And that's like a time that I often think about.
And that was 19.
Shit, I was like 1991, you know what I mean? 89, all that stuff, you feel me?
I would go back to 1989. I would go back to before I met Mac Dre. Me and Tupac did some shows with Mac Dre, 2 shows, and it was very early in the game. There wasn't a lot of rappers. There was maybe 10 rappers that you could name in the Bay, and maybe only 5 of those was really like
quality,
right, or really being productive. And I didn't realize how valuable that time was. Is that here I am on stage with Pac and Mac Dre and Cool Nut was around. I think Cool Nut came to the Marin City show, and Shock G was there.
I was there.
City. You was there at the show,
AKA Humpty Hump.
Yeah. All these incredibly talented human beings, and I don't know.
Filthy Field, original Filthy Field was there.
Filthy Field,
man.
yeah. And I don't think we gave ourselves time to savor the moment because we were so ambitious and we wanted to get on so bad that we didn't even take time to value what we had. At that moment.
Yeah.
Very
You know what I
true.
mean? So I would say that, man, that was the best feeling for rap. I rapped every day, all day. I would perform anywhere at any given time. If there's a microphone and 2 people, fuck it, 1 person, I will perform.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was lucky though. I gotta say, not to stop it, but I was so lucky, man, to have this dude like in my life. Because at the time it was like Mac Dre and them had went to jail.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
This dude.
Yeah, Ray Love. You know what I mean? So yeah, Mac Dre had went to jail. A lot of the feds had hit my neighborhood, took like everybody to jail. So when I came out with illegal business, I'm basically by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not only am I by myself, I have the great responsibility to keep my neighborhood and Mac Dre name and everybody keep it lit. You know what I mean? So I'm fighting 2 battles. It could have easily died. And if you know if I wasn't successful, who's to say when Dre got out he would have been successful? You know what I mean? So it was like, you know, with those people gone, man, I had Ray Love always in my corner, you know, giving me good game. You know what I mean? Keeping me cool. You feel me?
Shout out to DJ Cease, man.
And
That was our
DJ Cease,
DJ.
both of our DJs.
And Mac Dre DJ.
He was our anchor. You know what I mean? He got murdered in the Country Club Crest. You know what I mean? About what?
Yeah, man, that changed my life. I'm gonna tell you when it was. It was 95. It was the end of 95.
Yeah, it made us get serious too, though. Serious about it, for real. All right, we take the question.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Bay Area music it's like its own world, its own genre. Who would you guys bring in, you know, as an import to work with to influence the flavor, whether it's Chicago, East Coast, Southern California?
Well, there's a lot
whoever.
of places have the same energy. Like Detroit has a lot of the same energy as the
yeah.
Bay.
Houston.
Kansas City, Houston. You know what I mean? We've always kind of.
Those are like our biggest markets. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be doing shows like in Seattle and Kansas City when I'm like 65. You know?
Yep.
For real.
Yeah. Is there any standout artists from any of those areas we should watch for? Or
I love I think it's a standout artist that you need to peep. My little brother Willie Joe. You know what I mean? He got a single out right now called "I'm from the Bay," bro. And I think like that's the I got 5 on it right now.
Yeah, he's very talented.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Okay.
Straight up.
Yeah,
But who would we bring in from somewhere else? Let me see. I would like want to work with
I mean, well, you know what? Shit, man. I think all the DJ Mustard, YG stuff is Bay Area influence.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're much more of an export type of place and less of an import.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a great
our
point.
slang, our terminology. You know, we had Jim Jones out here and we taught him how to slap 5 backwards and
that no fingerprint.
Song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we are a major influence, and the Bay Area traditionally go back to the '60s. You would come to the Bay Area to get your bones. This is where you become a talented artist, a well-polished artist, and LA is where you go to get rich. You know what I mean? So we've always been a stop on the way, and now we need to, I think, get ourselves a little bit more out there.
Please believe it.
because we are influencing the game.
The whole game.
Man, Bay Area artists work with everybody.
Yeah.
If you really look at it, almost every artist that's anybody from Kendrick Lamar all the way on down it has worked at one point with a Bay Area artist. Yeah.
So speaking of artists, if there was one artist you haven't worked with yet, who would it be right now?
Prince.
Really?
Okay, that's not fair. I mean, if we're talking about rappers,
Anybody.
Anybody.
Anybody,
Any
took my
genre.
answer, man. You know.
See, he did that earlier to
We
me.
can both
See, that's
say
not
Prince, you
right.
know what I mean? But like,
I got a funny Prince story. I'm with a girl and we're hanging out. It's about 2 a.m. I'm going through her stuff. And,
Where's this at?
This is in the Bay.
Okay.
And she has the Prince Crystal Ball album. And I open it up and it's a song in there that says produced by Shock G. And I'm like, Prince, nobody produces for Prince for the most part. He writes all his own shit. He's
in-house.
He doesn't need help. So I call Shock G at about 2:33 in the morning. I'm like, bro, I just saw your name in Prince's thing and it says that you produced it. You know what this dude says? Coolest motherfucker ever. You know what he says to me? Yeah, I think I might have did that. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I produced the song for Prince, I would have been wearing the T-shirt here today.
I did that song.
You'll be wearing a championship belt that says it right there.
Right.
I
So, yeah.
produced Prince.
I mean, working with Prince is like everybody who worked with him just made incredible music, man. Of course, absolutely.
Yeah, real talk.
So both of you guys, Prince.
I mean, hey, man, I'm the food chain.
What about Morris Day and the Time?
Oh, come on.
My heroes.
Are you
This is my
serious?
heroes.
Gigolos get lonely too,
This
man.
is my heroes, man.
Besides Johnny Guitar Watson, look what I say. Morris Day brought game as we know it, how we talk and how we carry ourselves and our slang and everything. Man, that was brought to the mainstream by Morris Day and the Time.
It was.
Cool. I'm talking about way before Purple Rain when he was doing Cool, COOL. You know what I mean? Like, he was the first real cool cat I saw in entertainment. I was like, man, I want to be like
that. He's bringing smooth to it right
Yeah. Gigolos get lonely, dude. That's the best song ever, dude.
Oh, and them dudes rock.
Yeah, they do. I see them live.
Ice
quite a
Cream
few
Castles
times.
is one of the all-time best albums ever.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah.
I've seen them quite a few times. They put on a hell of a show.
Hell yeah. But I mean, you know, shit, I could say Santana too. I love Santana.
And if it wasn't Prince, it would have been like Quincy Jones. But I was able to do something with Quincy Jones on the Tupac record.
Okay.
Okay, if there's somebody that's dead out there now
Beethoven.
that you can bring back.
Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix. Oh, I got to play yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I got to play Jimi Hendrix guitar, one of his guitars.
Oh.
Good
I
friend of
actually
mine.
just creeped on your Instagram and I saw that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, so you actually play? You actually play?
No, but I. Here's the thing.
posing with it.
I look like I'm playing, like I got my fingers. I'm like I'm looking at.
Yeah, he has the chords all pressed right.
Oh yeah, I got that. I can fake it. But I just
Guitar
to me, like what I said about Qbert. You know, it's very rare in your life that you get to work with the best. And, you know, Tupac is, in a lot of circles, considered the best, but Tupac was one of many great musicians. You know what I mean? At what Maul does, he's the best, to me, at it. Because a lot of artists, you hear their songs, you meet them in person, and you're like they don't really have the it.
Mm-hmm.
He got the it. He got
Yeah.
the it.
I mean,
so
heard
Shock G is another one. Put it like this: if you, as a rapper, if you don't want to be recognized and you trying to just, I don't feel like that right now, don't hang out with him. Don't hang out with Shock G. I was with Shock G, and people don't understand. Shock G is a musician's musician. He's like my big brother or uncle figure to me. He taught me everything about being a rock star, right? And
Not a rapper.
A rock star.
Right.
And I'm in LA with Shock G, and girls get in car accidents when they see this dude. Still, I'm talking about right now.
Wow.
Nah, for my record release party. My record release party, yeah.
Elton John, Prince, they all call him up like, man, can you come and play with us? And that type
Check
of shit.
Check it out.
Like,
my
he's
record
way
release party,
beyond
this
most other
dude
rap
comes,
musicians.
right? And we staying at the what was you at?
Oh, Fairmont.
We at the Fairmont, right?
San Jose.
This dude come up in there, just walks in, you know what I mean? Sits down at a piano. We in the lobby having drinks, pre-gaming, right? Sits down at the piano.
Guess what he's playing?
Rocks for like 30 minutes.
Guess what he plays, though?
Right.
He doesn't play hip-hop. He comes in and plays Gershwin.
Yeah, he plays
musical
stuff.
The manager comes out. People are coming from the back. Women are like, "Oh my god!" But at the same time, he's got the afro with the blonde thing up the middle. He's like, he looks hella heavy metal, kind of crazy punk rock, and he's playing Gershwin.
When he was done, everybody clapped.
Yeah.
You feel me? I couldn't believe it. I was just like, man, I don't even need the party no more.
Because that's real. That's at the core musicianship right there. You cannot deny that talent.
Now, if there was a musical instrument that you could play, what would be the one musical instrument? Guitar?
By far, guitar.
Really?
Guitar is cool.
I play drums a little bit, but not enough. I'm always surrounded by the most incredible musicians. So,
see, drums are the heart of the band, but the keyboard and the piano and the guitar are the ones that get.
I want to look cool with the guitar. You feel me?
Right.
I don't want to sit in the back with the drums. You know what I mean? That you
No,
can't
but it
really-
depends. Hey, man, Tommy Lee has a drum kit that spins around
Yeah,
like
I
this,
mean, I
bro.
feel
Like,
you,
was
but he's
so
not getting
strapped
the
in
lead
to
singer is
that
getting the
shit.
girls.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee got more.
What's
Tommy
up?
Lee Anderson.
Man, but
He got more than anybody.
I'm telling you, I don't know though. Nikki
Yeah, but he
Sixx,
also
bro.
hung on
I
the
read
horse.
the book.
So wait a
I
minute.
read the book
He
now.
is the original sex tape dude.
Didn't you see
Yeah,
that
they
video?
put out a hell
I read
of a
the
big porn,
book.
okay?
Yeah, and I don't know. Nikki Sixx, man. You feel me? It's what you don't see. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
For real.
Right.
He's swapping Kid Rock. Kid Rock is dope too.
Kid Rock is incredible,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
I
very
watched him
dope.
play every instrument on the stage.
Dude, I got his
man.
old tape, Yodel in the Valley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember seeing his ads in like the Source. He used to have a crazy cartoon.
was a rapper.
ads. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a turntablist too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's dope on the train.
It's incredible. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a quick music break, and we're going to bust out the classic by Ray Love. Get your money on here, and we'll be back with more questions
yeah,
for the Bay Area legends, Mac
Do it,
Mall
do it.
and Ray Love. Hang tight here on The Slam Show.
Straight from the streets and the alleys of Cali, more hits and bits from the depths of the valley. Hope you guys and mids is a kid from the Rose Town. Young Ray Love is at this with the dope sound. Here to tell you a tale about a man and his money. Young brother straight broke, ain't a damn thing funny. Gunny sexy cracks, dicky stacks inside a Max Stroke. Gold when he flexes Rolex when he rolled. Oh, damn, I wanted to live large. Lavish athletes when Ray Love is in charge. Hard is how I live my life, thank God I never smoked a pipe. I need money. Streets can't last me, and keep an eye out for brothers trying to blast G. And in the past, I never planned on seeing the pit. It was a place I knew I never wanted to be. And my friend, I'm a clock. I knew it down deep in my heart. Home jock, I'ma do it cause I'm down from the start. I'm serious about mine, more than just the same old song. Cause I'm in there, and I'm out to get my money on. Yeah, my money on. I'm out to get my money on. My money on. Check this out. 1991, the year Ray changed up. 1992, the year Ray Love came up. I've been around, now I'm headed to the top, playing knowledge from the job. But the street wrong saying anyway. Back to my struggle and my hustle. If you ain't got no clout or grip, you ain't got no muscle. I don't have be the one to call me Mr. Assed Out. Niggas plan to do me, so I packed them and mashed out. Grandma trying to keep me out the street cause they after me, but she don't understand where I'm at. See, you know, I pack up the stew when I hang, so I run them. And if they pull a whole move, I won't hesitate to gun them. Goddamn, I'm more broke than I ever been. Rock bottoms new to me cause it's a place I never been. My 8 rooms locked up in the jail dome. Now my gat got my back while I get my mail on. Daily I get calls from the PD around the clock, jocking ass Santa Rosa police. Real about my motor, just the same old song. Cause I'm in there and I'm out to get my money on. Out to get my money on. Yeah, my money on. I'm out to get my money on. Now in 92, black and black, I'm on the scene. They know me in the Bay, now nationwide, I'm stacking green. Cash, M-O-N-E-Y, just wanted to make it. Never really had much, but always used to fake it. Heard what the boys slanging D, but no time for it. Got a greater plan for me, and now in 92, I know it. Police always sweat me. Why do you got some pager? Where did you get this money, Mr. Young Black Teenager? Got it from your daughter. She came to my concert, making my record platinum. Wearing a Ray Love t-shirt. Blame somebody, blame yourself. Cause you gave her the money, and she gave it to somebody else. Me. Now it's in my bank account. So Mr. 5-0, there's something to think about. Until your brothers who used to talk drag when they see me. Now you wanna be me on MTV. Raps, the young black Mac with the video. Kicking with the boys from the road, but you don't hear me though. On West Ninth, I began to strive. But I learned to be a player on the floor. 1-5. I used to dream of CCs and Apollos. Now I want a Benz and engine spin dollars. Yeah. Cause I'm out to get my money on. Yeah. I'm out to get my money on. You know what? I'm out to get my money on. My money on. check this out, baby boy. This shout out goes out to all the players in the whole Bay Area. All the Richmond players, all the Oakland players, all the Frisco players, East Palo Alto players, all the Santa Rosa players, all the Marin City players, all the Vallejo players, all the Sacramento players, and all the players in the whole world. Yo, check this out, man. We need to come up, man. Stop killing each other. All that old silly, stupid black on black violence junk, man. Y'all better get your money on it, man. Come up, man. Come up. Yo, Kyrie, man. They better get their money on.
That's right, that's right. Check this out. We got Ray Love in the house. What's up, nigga? DJ C's in the house.
Who's that?
We trying to check it.
That's Kyrie.
Is Kyrie?
Brothers want to get their money on. Word. Now check this out. Like to send a shout out to Mac Ass Dre.
Yeah, he get his money on.
COOLIO Coolio.
He get his money on.
Yeah. And last but not least, much love to all the young black brothers trying to come up in 1992 and take a grip. No, it ain't about jacking, it's about macking the system.
1992, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Timeless.
I mean.
Once again, we are with Bay Area legends Mac Mall and Ray Love. Now, I have a few other questions. Today's music with the I Am Sues, Sage Gemini.
Shout out to them.
Cool John. What's your take on the whole culture and where that's heading?
Well, I'm actually working with those dudes. You know what I mean? I just got a remix album right now with Rev Rock and I Am Sue. It's called Filthy. You know what I mean? I got Cool John. I'm doing a lot of work with them. They recorded our studio. I'm very proud of them dudes. You know what I mean? I'm very proud of them for for one, you know what I mean, putting a place that really didn't have no light on it, Richmond, California. You know, bringing that to the forefront, and you know what I mean? I think they're dope. You know what I mean? I think they're different and they're dope and they're broadening out what is considered Bay Area music and the Bay Area style. So
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's dope.
I agree. Yeah, I like what they're doing. When I was in LA, what shocked me was all my LA friends, at least the younger ones, they were all into Sage the Gemini, I Am Sue. That's all they was listening to in South Central and Compton. And I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It was impressive to see it work in reverse, because when I was young, I mean, we bought all the LA music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's you know, it's good to see that reversed.
And they down to earth dudes, you know what I mean? They kind of promote, like, you know, positivity, you know what I mean? And so I'm with that, you know what I mean? Straight up, because it's like, you know, we live in a spot, man, like, you know, look at Oakland, look at Richmond, look at Vallejo, you know what I mean?
Right.
Look at all these spots, just like it's a lot of negativity, and these dudes is coming with more of a party vibe, well, let's kick back, let's have a good time, instead of just like, let's kill each other, you know what I mean? So I think that's dope.
Cool. Now, let's kind of back up to the time when you were an independent label, and then you had the offers to sign with a major Relativity.
Yeah, he signed to Atlantic, I signed to Relativity.
Okay. Now, in retrospect, would you have done much better if you would have stayed an independent rather than going to the major, knowing that there was certain corporate control factors involved?
Yeah, that's what it was for me, you know what I mean? Because you know, being on YBB, you know, everything was in-house. If you had a problem, you talk to the person directly, we get it done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just being in the corporate format, it was like, you know, you got to, you know, 3 people got to sign a piece of paper and stuff like that. We both got great deals, but it was just like, you know, what I could do. I'm from the Bay Area. I started, you know, with Young Black Brother Records, which was strictly business records. And these are some people who are pioneers. There was nothing before these people did this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that information. I knew how to, you know, start a record, because when we started, you had to go to the person who pressed the records. You had to talk to him. You had to go to the photographer. You had to holler at all the DJs. You had to do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So me knowing this, and then I go to a situation where now other people are doing this for me. I'm not doing it myself, and they're not doing it the way that I need it to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it's a situation where I don't know how I'm supposed to go. I have done it before. You feel me? I sold like 250,000 on YBB, and then came out with Untouchable and sold 250,000.
Right.
Now, when that happened, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because y'all got millions of dollars.
That's how I felt. I had already hit records on the radio I remember getting
Without
my money
major
on-
assistance.
Yes.
I remember getting my money on. We would go from KMEL to Wild 107 and be on both stations at the same time. And when I signed with Atlantic, I sold records. I sold a lot of records, but I didn't have the breakout radio hit. I didn't have the support from them. And to be very honest with you, most major labels don't know what they're doing. You know,
That
it's
is
just like
very
this.
true.
You don't decide who a good ball team is by the logo. You decide by the coaching, by you know, running, passing, catching, and tackling, offensive, defensive coordinators, who actually is running this shit. And with Warner Brothers, it was 50,000 people running. My first day walking into Atlantic, the guy tried to show off. He was the vice president or president of black music.
I've done this, I've done that.
Oh, no, he didn't do that. He put Aretha Franklin on speakerphone to talk to her.
Oh.
And she was snapping on dude. Like, she was like, you motherfucker, like, just going
Aretha
in on
Franklin.
him. Right. And I'm thinking.
Natural woman.
I'm thinking.
Hell, you got natural woman cussing, man.
They doing that to Aretha Franklin. They can't possibly give a fuck about me. It's not possible. They don't give a damn. He was just, well, I'm gonna call you back, Aretha. Like, nah, man, let her talk.
I want to hear the real shit.
I want to hear the real shit.
Hello.
They pay good, but then you know they do a lot of shenanigans with the records. And,
Yeah, but I gotta
you know,
give props to the owner of Loud. You know, what was his name? Steve
Rifkin.
Steve Rifkin actually put me in the game. I must
Right,
say,
right.
because it was like after me and Relativity fell out. You know what I mean? Because after I sold that amount, I'm like, dude, y'all really didn't do nothing for me that I couldn't do myself.
Yeah.
So, you know, me and them bumped heads. I wanted out of my contract. I actually was in legal battle with them for like 2 years where I basically could not do
shit.
any music. I couldn't do no music with you. And, you know, I had a lot of money that I got from them, but I had to go to court with these fools for like 2 years. And I'm fighting a person who making TVs. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was a real dark time for me because it was like, man.
And it was a learning experience,
These
too.
people tried to take what I loved, though. You know what I mean? It goes back to my love. I love hip hop. I love the culture. I love doing this. This was my voice. And these people at a time took that from me. But in that time, I was able, you know, because I always had a clause in my contract that me and Kyrie always did music. So, you know, I would do the music that I had to do for my contract, but they always knew that me and him always did extra shit.
Right.
One of those extra songs was Wide Open. You feel me? And that song ended up becoming, you know, after I did the court things, I was able to release that, you know what I mean? And it ended up being one of my biggest songs. And from that, I had hooked up with Loud was sold to Steve Rifkin bought Relativity, or took it over. In that paperwork, he thought that I still was on Relativity. So I'm in New York, doing the Apollo. I'm reading through a source at my dude office, and I see that they had did the deal, and in the deal they mentioned my name.
Wow.
He
What
thought
did I
that he
know?
still had me on the
He
contract.
thought he was buying that too.
Right. So I called him like, excuse me, sir. No, you don't have me on contract, but we can chop it up, though. You feel me? And, you know, so we chopped it up. That's how I ended up moving to L.A., getting with Loud. And this just something with majors that you got to peep. That, like, you know, things change. And, like, with Loud, Steve Rifkin, you know, started losing money. He fired all his L.A., like, staff. Now, these are the people who were all on my
handling your
deal.
shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I'm in the middle of doing my record. He told me, like, okay, Ma, I think you're a dope artist. I want to still rock with you, but I'm gonna need to put you on hold for a year. Nah. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know, I love this label. I love, you know, just how raw you are, because dude is a, you know, groundbreaking dude. He came out with the Woo, you know what I mean? He brought Alcoholics, all that stuff.
Big
You
Pun.
feel me? Big Pun. You know what I mean? So he was dope, but it was just like, man, I can do this. And he was like, man, give me a point, man. He gave me two records worth of stuff, and those records ended up being like, what, Immaculate, Mackin Speaks Louder Than Words.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's just, he really put me in the game, so I paid him his money, and ever since then, like, I always had my own label. And that's where we sit now with my label, Thislamic, and all them, you know, I own the masters to every record that I put out, 50% or 100% of every record that I put out. So when you buy a Mac Mall song, you buy a Mac Mall song.
There you go.
You feel me?
There you go.
And that was something that really, you know, kind of messed both of us up about the majors. That when you see that your favorite artist, your favorite song that you love, that artist who sing that, he does not own that song. Some dude that's 75 years old who don't know nothing about rap don't really care about the song. He owns that song.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So while that artist starves, you feel me? This dude takes that money, man, and
all the residuals.
All his kids to college.
Yep.
You feel me? While that dude is sitting
he
in the
invests
thing.
in Republican politics
Man.
or whatever that might be,
so
for or against what you believe
Yeah.
in. You don't have no more control over your music dealing with majors like that. Now,
Yeah.
with 360, now it's a big fight because they want your digital rights.
Yeah, that
which
360
is not-
that's like, it used to be like
Slavery.
you got robbed. Now you know, okay, I'm getting robbed.
at least they're upfront.
Man,
No surprises.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But now we live in a great time, you know what I mean, with technology that a person, you know what I mean, you really can, if you're serious about your music, you can get it out to the world by yourself, you know what I mean, and you can, like, you know, sell it to your own fans. You
That's
know
right.
what I mean?
You have the tools right now that you could be your own major.
Straight up.
And
straight
you
up.
it's all about the
There's a
hard
lot
work
of
you
people
put in.
like that. Shout out to Tech Nine, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out to Dre Dog. You feel me?
Okay,
Yeah.
with all the technology out right now, and you can produce your own music and put it out there to the world, is it harder to make $1 now than it was back in the day?
No.
No?
We just got to make it different.
Well,
Different
here's my
set of
thing.
problems.
I look at it like this. When we used to sell independent records, we would pick places like Kansas City, Seattle, you know, Detroit, different spots on the map. We would pick maybe 5 of them, start marketing and promoting to them, and we were kind of locked into a certain model. Now you have the ability to sell globally. I talk to fans all the time. I use my translator, but I'm constantly talking to fans from China and
Yeah,
Japan,
Japan
and from
is
France
big.
and
Japan is
Germany.
big.
And, you know what I mean? It's a completely different ball game. You have more corners to sell weed on,
For
so
real.
to speak.
Yeah,
And you know what? It's really funny that you guys are bringing that up, and this is actually an industry secret. You don't even have to be a major star to make money in the music industry. Just find those niche areas in certain parts of the world, and you are just treated like a god. Like
Sure.
like Hammer.
Yeah.
You go to Japan, he's still the superstar.
Dude, what's the
getting
dude
booked.
from come on, man. What's the dude who's eating a hamburger on the floor from Baywatch?
Oh, you talking about
yeah.
Don't Hassle Hoff.
Man, don't have He is Michael Jackson in Germany.
Yeah.
He is like
Yeah, so-
Elvis in Germany.
Yeah.
So all it is the effort that you put your product in there and make it blossom. You could just make a living off doing the shows, and you'll be set.
Straight up.
Right.
And there was one artist that we're really close with, Chili B.
Oh, I was just going to mention
Yeah.
that. He has a demographics where it's not even here in the United States.
Yeah.
And he's just traveling
Yeah.
to Germany, Australia, and just making a living.
I have a lot of friends that do that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends that are not on right here, but you know they go to France and they got them lined up around the block 5 days a week, and then you know signing them, or even J Book.
J Book,
is not
Fiji.
mainstream.
Yeah.
Fiji, they
Yeah.
are killing them globally.
Yeah.
These are good friends of mine, and I watch the kind of money they making, and I know a lot of rappers that's in the top 100 that's not making
not even
that
getting
money,
close.
bro. They not
Straight up.
They're not getting it. It's not there for them. You look. We live in a culture where people think it's. I call it the American idolization.
Yes.
Of the music business, and what it is that people are expecting somebody to come and save them, and you get fans one at a time. I can make
straight
you
up.
like a song today, and you leave out of here, and as long as I continue to give you good music and good product, and I'm cool when you come to the shows,
Right.
you'll buy it forever. I know I will. As I'm still a fan first and foremost.
Right,
Straight
right.
up.
You know what I mean?
And one of the angles that people are taking as an independent artist is just to put the music out there, whether it's going to be bought for 99 cents or just sharing, because they want to build that fan base. Because if they build a big enough fan base, they'll get the shows, and they get paid
Yeah.
through the shows.
If I listen to you, I'll buy it.
Right. I mean, like Dat Piff. You know, what's my man from LA?
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nipsey Hussle made his record free at midnight and sold it the next day, and still made a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's cool marketing right there.
absolutely, man. You gotta show people that you're not just a corporate pig, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to know that you care about the music you're making, and you care about the people that's buying it.
So you give out the free dime bag at the beginning of the
I got
how it works.
I'm gonna tell you what we used to call it. It's like, you know, you light up a joint in a party, and then everybody that likes what they smell.
There you go.
Buy a little
You know what
bit.
I mean?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, okay. I see how it is.
Let's talk about this Tupac project that you guys are working with.
Right.
Let's go into it a little bit.
Okay.
That you could reveal at this point.
For sure. For the last 4.5 years, there's been a diligent, concerted effort to try to put together this Tupac film. It's been very complicated. It's went through a lot of changes. Morgan Creek initially was going to release it, but they ended up bringing in a company called Emmett Furlow that did a lot of the stuff with like 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying, for example. And they came in. There's some issues with the Tupac film in this way. This is a very complicated human being to put on film. Everybody has amazing stories. If you ask people in the Bay Area, they have stories that you could do a whole movie on just that. Same thing with LA, same thing with New York, same thing with Atlanta. And he was a master at bringing all these different regions together. And you still have to consider the fact that outside of rap music, he was an incredible human being.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to create one script of 115 pages is very, very, very difficult. That's one. For two is to find the right person to play him. There's some people that I like for the role. Whether they get the role or not is decided by powers that's a little above my pay grade.
The movie coming, though.
But the movie is coming.
Okay.
It is moving ahead. And
is there a target date for it?
There's not a target date for it. I think it will get shot sometime by the summer, I imagine. And it is a concerted effort. His family, his friends, everybody is involved to try to get the best product as possible.
Can the Slam Show get a cameo in it?
We might throw cameo. You have to be extras.
Hey, you might have to put it in your high top fade back.
I'm all in.
I had one too.
I did. We all did.
Shit, we all had high top fades.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
So, as far as I'll let you go ahead and have your moment. Take care of that.
Yeah.
So, new music. Let's go with Mac Mall, Ray Love. What's coming up?
Well, like I said, March 18th, I have the new record entirely produced by Kyrie. It's called Magnificence and Maliciousness. That's in stores right now. You can go get the Mac Mall. DJ Fresh presents Mac Mall, the Mac Mall Tonight Show, Return to Mac. That's in stores and on iTunes right now. And I'm actually working on a new project that I'm dropping after March 18th. And this is the one I have Ray on, and I have Black C on. I got Cool John on it. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to do something with I Am Sue, and that's the one that I'm doing. It's A&R. My little brother Willie Joe. That's Legal Business.
Cool.
You know, so be on the lookout for that. Also, you know what I mean, I got a book that we finna come out with. It's called My Opinion. It's basically like, telling you about my life and, growing up in the Crest and having to stutter and getting into music and working with Ray Love and Mac Dre and Tupac and just all these, great people, Shock G. And it also, talks about me and him being in this car accident that we both almost died in, and my friend died in my arms in the accident we had a couple years ago. I got 15 staples. He got I
broke my back. I broke my hip.
So I talk about that, and I talk about how that accident changed both of us and how we look at stuff, how we look at life. And yeah, it's my opinion. So be on the lookout for that. And right now I have out the 20th year anniversary Mac Mall Illegal Business T-shirts that's out right now. I'm coming out with 2 of those. I have the original black and white one, and I'm coming out with the record cover. You can get the T-shirts and my Mac Fashion sunglasses. You can get that all at Rap Bay right now. www.rapbay.com. You feel me?
Cool.
Right. Shit, man. I'm just really getting back into doing a lot of recording. I've done 7 or 8, maybe 9 songs since I've been here in the Bay.
Yeah.
I do want to release a record. I have my hands really full at the time. And when I do a record, I give it my all, man. I give it 110%. When I'm out on the road, I give it 110%. So I imagine that will probably be a next year venture.
But be on the lookout for him on my new record.
Oh yeah.
You'll be doing features.
I'm still gonna keep releasing music.
No doubt.
Hear, but as far as the album, it'll probably be next year.
Okay, so features are always going to be in the making for you.
Always.
Get at him.
Always. We rocking, baby. We rocking.
How many albums do you have out now?
Whew. Man,
a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm coming up on like my 11th like personal record, but I did so many group records like the U.S. Open with Mac Dre, you know what I mean? Records with me, him, and JT. You know, we stayed doing records. You feel me? All the Thiz, you know what I mean? Shout out to Thiz Nation, Thiz Latin, you know what I mean? Thizzle on the Roof, you feel me? So I've been, you know, it's been a lot of records, you feel me? Straight up, but it's like I don't pay attention. I love it, and you know, each one of my records is like a baby.
And you don't even keep record like the gold and platinums. I was gonna say 4 gold, 2 platinums, but I was just thinking like you don't even bring any of that to the house. Me neither.
Nah. We got like gold records and stuff, but like I don't have none of them. My mom have them. You feel me? My little brother got one. You know what I mean? But my mom, you know what I mean? She got like all about our Fetty.
Yeah.
Like the stuff I did, you know, some soundtracks and stuff. She all got them. I got pictures of like a magazine covers that we did, and I have a great painting of Mac Dre, a one of one. Painting done by Bad Rock. That's my treasure right there. You feel me?
So if the house is going on fire, you're grabbing that, right?
Yeah, my girl can run.
The record that means the most to me as far as a gold record, you know, like I got a platinum with In Vogue. I got a few things, but the one that means the most is All About My Fetty.
Yeah.
That was like your first kiss, the first time you have sex, you know, like it was.
For people that don't know, how many records have to sell for gold and a platinum?
$5 million and $1 million.
Yeah, $1 million for platinum.
Million.
Shit, but I didn't seen MC Hammer, man, with the 18. You
Right.
feel me?
I seen
like,
Pac with I think he has like 10.
10.
Yeah,
Pac with Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. But
It
that,
is
you
a
know,
trip.
to me, even better than the records, man, this is when I really connect with somebody through my music.
far.
You feel
Absolutely.
me? When somebody come and they got something to tell me about, like, man, listening to you, I got through this time, and you know what I mean? Or it got me
inspirational.
through the
It's funny that you say that, man. I got a guy who actually became a good friend. He is the only white member of the Outlaws, right? And we call him Boss.
Yeah, that was
But-
Tupac's group, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like the new Outlaws, like they're continuing to.
Oh, it's
get
still
members.
around.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And the day of the accident, not the day of the accident, but the day of the funeral that he was talking about for our friend who passed away. Rest in peace, Keith.
Yeah.
I was hurt and I couldn't really move, and somebody called me, Layla called me, and she was like, I want you to meet this kid. And I'm like, man, I just buried one of my best friends today, and I don't want to meet anybody. She said, no, you got to meet this kid. And he was a bald-headed, looked kind of like a skinhead with neck tats and everything, but when you get close to him, you see like the tats are like Pac and Malcolm X and all this shit, right? And he's from Ireland, and he told me he was going to commit suicide. Him and his friend had a suicide pact, and he saw me on TV, me and Layla, talking about Tupac on MTV. And he made a decision in that moment to not kill himself, that he was going to sell everything he had, come to California and find me. And that's what he did. And it's like stories like that takes me back to how music has got me through the toughest times of my life. When I was a kid, I left home at 15. You know what I mean? Music literally saved my life, not figuratively. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
That's real.
And that's part of why I do it, man. That hopefully I could be that in some small way for somebody else, not to get you through your life, just to get you through your day sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up.
I think that's the reason why we are in the music industry, because we can make those tiny influences.
No doubt.
Whether we're going to reach 1 million people or just one, we're making a difference.
Straight up.
And you gentlemen have definitely done that in your careers, and we wish you the very best proceeding forward.
Man,
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, man.
Absolutely.
Straight
You're
up.
welcome.
You
You're
know
welcome.
what I mean?
All of you guys, great questions.
Yeah, for real.
Thanks, man.
All y'all.
Like I said, I remember this, man. This tape, and I flipped it on the other side, my Chevy, and I was driving for my Ford Mustang at the time, and then Mac Wall came out and did his verse. I was like, hold up. You rewind that shit like 20 times. This motherfucker's fire.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
He was like 16. I'm like, wait, no way, this dude's rapping that good. And I'm like, where's his whole tape? I just want him, because I just try to go back to that verse over and over just to hear that lyric.
Yeah, right on, man.
He was
right
beastie,
And I kept it, and I kept the sticker.
Business.
And I gave him that. I kept the sticker all this time, 22 years.
You got to understand how difficult it was for a legal business, how impressive it was for it to be a success. This was the year that The Chronic came out.
That's
See,
right.
nowadays artists don't realize because there's so much. I'll say it. So much garbage ass music out there that you have. You're able to shine in an environment where it's lowball. But if you could shine and be one of the biggest artists to come out the Bay Area in a climate where the Chronic is on the charts, and go back and look at all the stuff that was on the charts
on Billboard,
to be competitive.
Yep.
Usually that would wipe an artist out today.
Mhm.
Oh,
He
yeah,
built a
it would.
career out of high school from that.
Please believe.
One of my favorite records to this day.
I didn't listen to any of the stuff like
Yeah, it was a
that
blessing.
over that way. I was listening to Mac Mall, Mac Dre, Rhythm X, Ray Love. I didn't care. Whatever's from Vallejo in the Bay, that's where all
Anything
hands.
that's on that Sick With It label.
Yeah, please believe it, man. Shout out to everybody, man. For real.
Let's talk about the whole beverage thing you have.
Word.
Yeah, the BAM, right? Is that what it's called?
I got into branding. I started a company where I basically wanted to take a lot of my celebrity friends and connect them with products, with somebody that they could trust, because corporate America tends to rip us off every chance they get as artists. And, having somebody who was like yourself sitting across the table from you, I thought that I could do a better job of it. And I think that is coming to fruition right now. We're about to shoot a commercial tomorrow with BAM, Mac Mall in the helicopter flying over the bay. And also we're going to go on top the Golden Gate. And then after that, we got a bunch of other celebrities that's going to be, supported. Tony Hawk, Lil Wayne, Kat Von D, so on and so forth.
And
But
ladies and gentlemen, he's referring to Bam Margera.
Bam Margera from Jackass.
Yep.
An energy shot, as if he needed anything else to pump him up. We have invented it. Matter of fact, we invented two things to pump him up. One is that, and then also we're developing a vodka line together too that should be out sometime later on this year, maybe for the holidays.
Okay.
Check us out.
Yeah, man. So we rocking it. Also, I got to give a shout out to Karina Smirnoff from Dancing with the Stars. We're doing a woman's only recovery drink for after you work out. All healthy, good for your hair and your teeth and your nails and all that good stuff. And man, and she's an amazing person and a worldwide phenomenon. So I'm very happy.
Damn, Ray, you're a Renaissance gentleman.
Please believe it.
I want to see you guys do some crazy shit in the
Easy, I got
movies.
ADD.
You gonna be jumping off any buildings in the Jackass movies or anything?
I mean, man,
Who
depends
knows,
how
man?
much alcohol.
They start filming the Jackass movie in 3 months, and they're already working on new stunts that are crazy. I'm hoping that it doesn't get too crazy.
We need him.
I mean,
I was just saying, you don't want to lose them.
yeah. Bam has some stunts coming up, pretty crazy stuff. Like went off a waterfall last year, slipped his disc. I'm talking about like 150 feet waterfall. For fun, for free. That's what drives me crazy. Let's start charging people to see this. Like, don't just give it to TMZ.
Straight up.
That's nuts. All right. Due to time constraints, we're going to go ahead and roll into our shouts and plugs. Without further ado, Lady Sage, take it away.
Well, gentlemen, it's a pleasure to have you here in the studio. I'm kind of starstruck right now.
Much love.
Respect.
And thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know you guys are always hustling, and much
Every
love
day
to
I'm
you
hustling.
guys.
Straight up, it's been a great show.
And of course to the crew, Slam and Stallion, and to our guest co-host Cindy and Mac Miles. And I just want to say tonight's wardrobe, my corset is sponsored by Party Girl Fetish Boutique. So shout out to Latrice.
Shout out to Latrice.
And
She's right there, by the way.
Oh, shout out to Latrice.
And guess whose wife that is?
Is that right?
That was a setup. That was a setup.
Sorry, Ray Love. It's my wife. Sorry about that.
Beautiful.
But it's all good. You can admire. That's what
He told us to put it up there. That's
I know, it's not even signed. Latrice, you need to sign that, please. And of course, to all of our sponsors, if you want a complete list, just go to tvepn.com.
cool.
Yeah, man. You guys, legends. Mac Mall, Ray Love. Man, I haven't seen you guys in years and years, man. Always bumping the tapes. I'm saying tapes, guys, because that's what I got from Ray Love back in '93. Out the trunk.
Yeah, tapes like this.
See the tapes and the bumper stickers we still got.
Yeah.
Fresh, brand new. And the crew, Slam and Sam, Lady Sage, Cindy, and Gramps in the corner. Our sponsors, Candace Justin. Big ups to Ken. He's been
Big
trying
up
to get
to
out here,
Candace.
man. He's playing some
Justin,
softball right now.
man.
He's like, I got to get out to Pittsburgh to watch the show, and he wants to come here in the live, but he's playing softball somewhere. Our other
Damn, it's too
sponsors,
cold, damn.
Hella Lumpia. I know Mac Mall like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
for sure. Hook your boy up, man.
We tried to get her out tonight, but she's over there was doing another show.
I mean, just hook me up until I'll buy some. You
Okay,
feel
we'll
me?
get our other
Get you on the
sponsors.
show again.
No, you could just make it. You're elite.
I mean,
chef.
I can, but it's like, I bet you know how.
What?
Lumpia is like gumbo.
Yeah, you gotta know.
Hella Gumbo. That's a new name, Hella Gumbo. Lumpia Gumbo.
Knows what they're doing.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. You gotta, man.
You gotta roll tight.
And she
I'm
can,
not
and
getting
she
that
can rock
recipe
it.
from the
She
internet.
can rock
Sure
it,
she
love.
can.
Hey, if you can roll a joint, you can roll a lumpia.
Can I leave out the egg roll champ too? Man, I'm the egg roll champ.
Yeah, wait a minute. Then it'd be called a burrito. You see the blunts? Come on now.
That's not time to know. We got our other sponsors behind me. We got After Party. What's up, fellas? Out in L.A. The Vino's Pizza, Little J's Burgers out here in Pitt. Drinkware Clothing, BPM Supreme, Natural Lab Foods, Alex, what up? Perfect Tan, Niner Empire. We're still rocking Niner Empire,
Still
y'all.
rocking.
Like I said, Justin Kinder is online watching. Elise is online, and my parents.
Cool.
Mom and Dad,
Miles?
Well, unlike Stallion, I don't have my little, prompt in front of me. But hey, guys,
You're cute,
thanks for coming,
Yeah,
man.
respect.
It's been a blast. You
Respect.
educated me tremendously.
Much respect.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely start following you guys and pick up a little bit, throw out, some love to
He'll
you
be following
guys.
you around in his limo.
Hey, I might be driving you around with you guys in the back, man.
Hey,
We can't
straight
tell.
up. That'd be
It's all
Mackie.
about,
That'd be
it's all about networking right here.
Always.
Yes, yes.
And
Always.
thanks to the crew again. It's been a blast. Love it every week. Something new. Can't wait until next week so we can talk about these guys some more. So, hey, throw out some more love next week.
Yep,
straight up.
All right, thank you, guests.
Oh, wait,
like
I'm
it's-
sorry.
Whoa.
And to my wife. Hi. Go ahead, Cindy.
All right. Anyway, I learned so much just because I didn't really get into meeting any rappers till I started coming on this show. So I learned so much from you guys. Thank you. As for sponsors, thank you so much to Angel at UFC Gym, Jared at Loyalty Respect Athletics. You guys keep me from looking disgusting, and I really thank you for that.
Oh, she rocks it too. You guys are doing a hell of a job. Throw that out to you.
Dope.
Cool. All right. Gentlemen, take it away.
Man, thank everybody that's watching us and listening to us. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Thank you for having us on the show. Shout out to everybody that's listening. You can follow me at The Real Ray Love on Instagram and Twitter. That's TheRealLuv. And, holla at me, I'll holla back.
Yeah, and all my social networking is The Real Mac Mall for my Twitter and my Instagram and also my feed. And my Facebook is The Real Mac Mall Music. You know what I mean? Get at me, and you can know when the shows is coming, what type of clothes we got out, and all that stuff. So stay tuned to Theus.
Nice. All right. I'll go ahead and close out the shouts and plugs. I'd like to thank my entire crew, Sage, Stallion, Cindy, Miles, doing a great job as always. Our special guests, Mac Mall, Ray Love. It's an honor to have you in our presence. That's for sure.
Much love.
respect.
And you saw me fumbling through my record collection because I was trying to find the vinyl, but I was just, I don't know where the vinyl's at. So I'm going to have you come back to sign it next time.
Okay, straight up. No problem.
I was like, fuck, I can't find shit. So
I know, and I do remember you have them because I looked through your collection,
Yeah.
so it's somewhere here.
Yeah, so next time, possibly after your book release.
No doubt.
And when you get everything tied up with the energy drink, hey, we'll have you back on. We'll talk about that.
It'll be out. It'll be somewhere near you in April. So
Perfect.
yeah.
We'll
That'd
get
be
you
dope.
back. I love it.
He can bring me next time. You feel me?
Exactly.
Bring him.
Actually, you'll ride in the limo driven by Miles.
There you go.
Sound like a
A
plan.
limo excursion will be at your doorstep. A limo excursion.
There you go.
Out of Napa.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's call it right now.
Hello.
Hold it to him.
That's what's up.
All right. I'd like to thank everyone that's in the chat room. DJ Arski, New Marv, Roberto Tam from the magazine I did the shoot with. He's online, a whole bunch of others. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone that's not in the chat room, thank you for just kicking back these 2 hours and enjoying all the lingo that we always put out here on The Slam Show. Be sure to like our Facebook page at TVEPN The Slam Show, which enables you to be part of our gift giveaway that we're going to do right now. So, without further ado, I have this bowl here, gentlemen, and you guys pick out this week's winner, and we'll just go ahead and have a... I don't know, we'll have one of the signed Mac Dre bumper sticker things to you. So whoever wins this
is a gem right here.
That's my Mac Dre bumper sticker.
It's over there.
Oh, yeah. You just need one.
You're giving away hats. You're giving away other people's stuff again.
You'll never see something.
Hey, but our viewers are working.
I want some CDs.
Yeah.
All right,
You're going to never see something that's 22 years old that look like he just printed it out yesterday.
No, not that one.
Well, but you know what? We'll go ahead and put you together something from Ray Love and Mac Mall. All right. Who is
Alfredo?
What?
Counter? Anik Counter.
Yeah, Anik Counter.
Oh. Alfredo and a counter. You are the winner.
He's at the
The Mac Mall Ray Love package we're going to put together for you.
Yeah, straight up.
We don't know what that is yet.
Hey, I want to change my name to that. I want something.
Straight up.
There you go. All right, guys. That does it for this episode. For myself and everyone here, we'll see you next week. Peace.
When I drive, look, don't you rope in the sky for all my buddies that died. We can't do nothing but strive, so bring a struggle. You want a silver spoon in your mouth, you gotta hustle as I take another hit of the split. That's so just passing, the only chance I get to feel peace. I gotta have some, so see, I spark the holler a lot. It keeps me going, baby, 40 steps ahead of his death. And mama knowing, so she's saying, baby, change your ways. When I was raised in the days of Uzis and AKs, where killers play the deadly game called the pistol tag. It's let me live, I ask. But if you caught in the cross, then I'ma up your ass. Young nigga that's trying to handle better things in life. He went from crooking and rooking to jugging overnight. So try to say he ain't right, or who's to say that he's wrong? That's why you starving, and the name of the song is Get Some Get Right.